Oh, good morning, everybody. Hello. Have you all remembered? I believe Werner did not remember that the clocks have gone back. Was it Werner? Werner, okay, I just noticed it's only 8:49, my bad, so I'm going into the garden for an hour. See you later. Morning, Werner. Did everybody remember the clocks changed? If you've got those smartphones, they do it automatically now, don't they? Which is brilliant. Yeah. There has been many a time when the clocks have gone back or the clocks have gone forward where I've either been an hour early or an hour late to work. But not anymore, thankfully. Yes, the clocks have changed. It's a little bit lighter in the morning. It's going to be a little bit darker in the evening.
Boo.
No! Let's just get through it, everybody. We're here together. We'll all get through it together. Soon it'll be spring again and we'll be all excited.
That's good. Spring. Spring, yes.
Right, you are here in the potting shed with myself, Bex Edwards, and the lovely Adam Woolcott as well. We're here with you until 12 o'clock this afternoon. So we're going to bring you all of the wonderful goodies that we have here at YouGarden. We've brought in some of the things that we didn't get to show you on Thursday. You can get ahead of us on the website. If you want to have a look at everything that is there, go to yougarden.com, click on the Live Now button, scroll down. That's where you'll see every item that we've selected for today's live show. What's the special thing about everything that's in this section, Adam?
Stu just said it in there. Free postage.
I love flustering you. Go on.
Literally, that's the thing. Everything you order, if you enter the code, of course, you need to enter the code because that's the magic key. Free postage, free postage, free post. Anything you order from what you see in the potting shed today will be free postage. If you do go onto the website and order something else, you will incur postage. But anything we're showing you here till 12 o'clock or 12:30, no P&P.
Yeah, lovely. So make sure you use that offer code that's on the screen. It will unlock the free postage. It will also unlock other deals like savings, double ups, buy one, get one free, all of those things. It is the magic key code, so please do that. I can see that some people are getting their emails in already. If you would like to send us any emails, pictures of your garden, things that are looking good, then send those to ygtv@yougarden.com. You're all in the chat already. Good morning to you all on Facebook. Good morning to you all on YouTube. I can see Werner, James, Neil, Mauricia, Dingo, Suzanne, Grimmy, Danny, hello, I haven't seen your name before. Good morning to you. Maybe I have.
Danny.
I don't recognise it, but welcome to you. I think that's it for the chat at the moment, so it's lovely for you all to be here. If you're on Facebook, hello, Stu will keep an eye on there as well. We're going straight over to the favourites table. Come on, let's go straight there, shall we? This is, good morning, David on Facebook. Hello to you. This is our favourites table, so this is voted by you on a Sunday. We pick it on a Thursday, and then you decide what appears here on a Sunday based on what you were purchasing throughout the week. If you don't get the chance to watch live, by the way, you can always watch us back later on, and you can still place your orders later on as well. You place your orders at yougarden.com. There is a phone line on the details on the bottom of the screen in that corner down there. It's closed on a Sunday, but if you do like to place your orders via phone line, just note down all the item numbers, note down the phone number, and you can phone up tomorrow morning to place your orders. We'll give you any stock warnings if anything's likely to sell out. We're going to start off with the Chelsea Flower Plant of the Year
2025.
This year.
This year's
winner, it's the Philadelphus. This is the Petite Perfume Pink. You're going to get 3 of them as well. And Adam, I know you are very keen to have this in your garden.
Yeah, I've got to have this. This is, wow, I've got to have this for loads of reasons. First of all, it's kind of the world's first pink Philadelphus. Normally Philadelphus are like pure white, but this one's got this beautiful blush pink colour to it. But also, it's got the most amazing, remarkable fragrance. And the third thing that's incredible, if you've grown Philadelphus ordinarily, you know they can turn into great big, whopping great big shrubs. This only gets to about 50 to 75 centimetres tall, so really nice and compact. You can grow it in a container, you can grow it in a pot. In fact, you can enjoy this Philadelphus in the tiniest, smallest amount of space. You're getting 3 stunning plants here in 9 centimetre parts. Brilliant root system, as Bex is showing you there. So, you're getting 3 of these. You could plant 3 in 3 separate pots. You could plant one up and give it to somebody as a gift if you wanted to.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, or keep all 3 of them yourself and just dot them about on your decking or on the patio, or have a couple either side of the front door, back door, and then one planted somewhere else in the back garden. But you're going to enjoy a plant that's got an accolade that is just remarkable. The Chelsea Flower Show, it's the Olympics of the gardening world. It's like the Oscars of the gardening world. So, to become Plant of the Year this year, 2025, out of all the thousands of plants this plant is something special. So enjoy this, enjoy the fragrance, enjoy the colour, enjoy the fact that it's compact, and enjoy the fact it flowers for a long period as well.
So many flowers on there as well. Once this gets established, you'll get lots and lots of them. Now, we do actually have a double up deal available here. So to access that, if you want 6 of them, or maybe you're shopping for a friend as well, you need to put 2 in your basket, and then you enter the code, and that's where you get the savings, okay? So you'll be saving on your postage, but you'll also be saving on that double up deal price too. So your item number is 511759. Note that item number down, build your basket, check out when you've spent as much as you're prepared to spend today. Okay, we're going to move on to the Wallflowers next. We've got a different one for you. Oh, is this the same one? I can't remember. We've got 2 options. We've got tutti frutti mix for you here. There's also the Sugar Rush available on the website if you'd like to have a look at those ones. But today we are featuring the tutti frutti mix. You're actually going to get 30 of these. This is an amazing deal because you're going to get 30 garden ready plants, 3 of these packs of 10 that you can see here, for £15.27. That's just over 50p a plant. And
it's such a good way to buy wallflowers, because sometimes this time of year you do see wallflowers being sold where they've literally been plucked out of the field, and then you buy them in bunches of 20 with an elastic band around them, and they're just sitting in crates in the open air, all wilting, looking really sad. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I tried that many years ago. Half of them didn't even recover. These are grown individually in their own little cells in these trays, garden ready, fantastic root system, ready to go straight in the ground. Within 2 or 3 days, they'll start to establish, they'll start to put their roots into the soil, and you can get a double flowering period out of these sometimes. You can get flowers October or November, and then you get a second flush of flower sort of March, April, May time when your tulips come out. And this particular mix, this is a little bit more kind of colour coordinated than the Sugar Rush that we brought to you. This one is sort of lovely hot colours. So you've got oranges, you've got reds, you've got yellows, you've got those really lovely colours. And if you could smell them right now, you'd be knocked over by the fragrance, because they are a really delicious, sweet smelling, fragrant wallflower. And sometimes people treat wallflowers like throwaway plants. After they're finished flowering, quite often people pull them up and throw them away. But I have found, in my experience with working in some of my customers' gardens, if you trim the wallflowers back after they're flowered, give them a nice liquid feed, I've actually seen them come back for 3 or 4 years running. So, don't be in a hurry to get rid of these. You could treat them as a short-lived perennial.
You could indeed. I was just getting this one out. First of all, to show you, oh, sorry, Stu, just to show you root system at the bottom there, but also I just wanted to go into the centre there. Look, can you see right in the centre, there are buds forming in the centre of those plants. So they're not far away from throwing up those flowers, is what I wanted to show you on these. And you've got a nice healthy root system going on there as well. So garden ready, obviously means they are ready to plant in the garden. They've been grown onto the stage where they are, or they're ready to go out. So you can plant those into your chosen locations, ground or pots. Doesn't really
nice
matter,
sunny location, and chances are by the end of November they will be showing a little bit of colour. Deadhead those flowers after they're finished, and then they'll give you a second flush of flower in the spring, and they make great companions with tulips, because your tulips come up through the middle. Then you've got this lovely sea of colour of your wallflowers, and you can plant things like blue forget-me-not as well, and create those classic kind of park sort of looks for the spring, which are so beautiful, fragrant, and just look elegant that time of year.
I love a wallflower. 410169 is the item number. It's £15.27 if you're in the club. Remember, you are getting 30 of them, so you're getting lots and lots here. And of course, you will get that free shipping when you use that code. Look, if we remove the code, it's £19.97, and there's the £6.99 postage on there. But as soon as you enter that code, this is where the magic happens. This is why we call it that magic key code. Look at that. The order total goes from £26.96 to £17.97. Of course, we could save an extra £2.70 if you are a club member. So remember, the club gives you all these benefits. It only costs you £10 to join, and that's an annual fee. There's no more to pay for another year, and you're going to save 15% off all of the plants, pots, compost that you buy from us here at YouGarden. We will tell you more about that in a little while, okay? So for anybody brand new who's going, what on earth is this club? You can start saving on your first order. We'll give you some more details, or send us a message if you want to know a little bit more about how it works. So that was the Wallflower. That's the Tutti Frutti mix. We're going to move on to the Pansy Top Waves, and I absolutely adore these. I've got myself a pack of these earlier on in the year. I've got them planted in pots. They're flowering away quite happily, and I'm getting those large flowers, and that's what Top Wave is about, isn't it?
It is, and also you can only get them from us, which
True.
is the thing. They're exclusive to us here at YouGarden. And we've got Top Wave, we've got Cool Wave, and they've got a very similar growing habit, and they flower for up to 10 months. But the Top Wave, the difference there is they will give you much bigger flowers, full-size pansy flowers once they really get going. Look
And
at
they
the size
really
of that.
are. They really are very big, aren't they? Would you just pinch one of those off for me?
Yeah, I will get you.
Anyone you like.
There we go. I'm going to go for this one
We've
here.
got our Pansy Cool Wave hanging baskets, by the way, available if you want the pre-planted ones. But I just wanted to give you a comparison in size. So you can see, look at the difference in the size that we've got here. So let me hold it between my fingers. There is the Pansy Cool Wave that I'm twiddling. And there is the Pansy Top Wave, and you can see the difference in the size of those flowers, and that is the major difference. Everything else is very much the same. You're going to plant them, get flowers for 10 months potentially.
Up to 10 months, which is bonkers, isn't it, really? I mean, you think they're going to be flowering all the way up till Christmas, through Christmas, Valentine's Day, Shrove Tuesday, Easter, Maybank holidays, kind of almost heading towards the start of the summer holidays. Then they take a little bit of a relax. But again, don't treat these as throwaway plants. You know, when they sort of go into their little quiet period, about July, August, trim them right back, give them a good liquid feed, just put them somewhere sort of coolish and out the way. Give them a little bit of a recovery time, and then you'll notice late August, September, you'll start to see lovely new shoots develop, and they will come back and they will look glorious for you all over again, and they will trail, they will tumble down 30 to 40 centimetres, which is remarkable. And just 3 quick things to do with them. Check watering, even in the winter time, because they can dry out if they're near the house. Feed them, and even feed them once a month in winter, and deadhead. And by that we mean once a flower starts to shrivel up a bit and go over, chase the stem down to where it comes away from the plant, just pinch it off, you take the seeds off, and it will just keep encouraging them to flower abundantly. But they are bred to naturally be very, what's the word, Bex? Floriferous anyway. So yeah, you can get them to flower for a long time.
You really can. I had the Cool Waves last year, and genuinely they were flowering right the way through June, and they'd done that all the way through the winter, even with frost on. They go a little bit droopy, but as soon as the frost passes, you know, by midday, once it starts to warm up, they perk right back up again. So this is the perfect way to get colour in your garden through those winter months. It is a buy one get one free. So what you do is you put one of these into your basket, and then you enter the code, and the other one appears. Okay, so here we have got one in the basket. Currently we're paying $24.98 for 10 of them. We don't want to do that. Look what happens when Stu puts this code in. We're paying $17.99 for 20. So we're getting double the amount, and we're paying less for it. This is why you need to be, first of all, watching us on YGTV, and second of all, can't become a club member, because you can save more money on that by becoming a club member. Okay? Make sure you do it. Lovely. 410233 is the item number. It's a buy one, get one free. Put one in your basket, enter the code. That's how you get that one. Let's move on to something that was brand new to us here in the potting shed this week. This is the Hydrangea Rosemary Foster, and I am blown away by this.
Look at
that. Looks amazing.
I mean, the amount of colour in that flower is phenomenal. I mean, it looks like something from Avatar. I mean, it's just so remarkable. You've got those sort of purple kind of filaments on the top there. You've got the lovely white bracts. Even the stems have got that lovely sort of red colour to them. These are going to be adored by the butterflies and the pollinating insects. And this is a reasonably compact one. I think it's about a metre and a half this can get to. Mid to late summer flowering as well, possibly even into autumn. And also very tolerant of a shady position. And sometimes, you know, really colourful plants and shade can be a little bit of a challenge. But with this, definitely not a problem at all. Because you put this in a kind of a shady area, and quite often these dark purpley colours, they do very well in those more shady, darker spots. Those colours really stand out. And of course, it's accented as well by those little white flowers you can see as well amongst all the others on there. Even the leaves are incredible, lovely sort of serrated edges to them, and the leaves are like a sort of a chocolatey colour on the underneath, but they're green on top, which is again unusual, very different. This is easy to grow. It just needs a sort of a moisture retentive soil. It's compact and small enough to grow in a container, or of course you can grow it in the garden if you want to. Don't worry about pruning it for 3 or 4 years because they're just going to get bigger and bigger year on year. And you've got 3 gorgeous little plants there, really nicely established in those pots with a great root system on them.
Yeah, do you know what? I can tell as soon as I pick that up. I haven't taken it out of the pot, but I can already tell. Yeah, look.
Look at that.
Beautiful rooty plant there.
Yeah.
Loads and loads of healthy root system going on in there. So that is absolutely raring to grow, isn't it?
Yeah, get them in the ground now.
It's well watered, look.
Yeah, it's definitely watered, nice and moist, which hydrangeas generally like. And of course, the ground is still very, very warm. Even though, I mean, last night or this morning, I got in my truck. It was 2 degrees, but the ground is still relatively warm compared to what it will be, say, by about March time. So everything we talk about today, you can definitely plant it now. Give it a good water, and for the plants, the soil still feels relatively warm because it's warm and moist. They'll root in very, very quickly, and as Bex always points out, if they get their roots kind of in the ground now, then in the spring they can just think about producing shoots and not needing to do both things at the same time.
They tend to grow quicker, don't they? Because those roots have to be developed so that they can support growth and foliage and flowers.
Yeah.
So it tends to grow quicker and bigger and better, which absolutely makes sense to me. 511704 is the item number if you would like to go for those. It is a pack of 3 of them, so you will get all 3 of those 9cm pots in your delivery for £16.97. Use your code to get your free postage. We're going to one of my faves. I love this one. This is the one that I've got in my garden. This is the gorgeous Nandina Firepower, and it truly is fiery at the moment. But wait a minute, please, because I want to show you. It's in the 2-litre pot, but it's a double up deal. So if you put 2 in your basket and use the code, the price will go down. It's £12.74 for 1, but it's £24.99 for 2, and then take 15% off that price. So works out much better value if you go for both of them. Please don't put the twin pack in your basket. Put the 2 single options in and use the code. That's how you're going to get the saving, okay? So you can get 2 of these delivered to your door, and I highly recommend it. I've got 1, but I've now got 2. I actually have had the second one delivered.
And now such phenomenal shrubs, they tick so many boxes. First thing to say, they're evergreen, so all the year through they look fabulous, and particularly in the spring and this time of year, that's where those reds really, really kick in. But even in the middle of the year, middle of the summer, they've still got gorgeous colour going on. The leaves eventually turn to that lovely glossy green. These are hardy. I mean, these will easily go down to -10 degrees centigrade, no problem at all. They'll grow in full sun, they'll grow in part sun, part shade. Very drought tolerant once established. They can flower eventually and produce these lovely bunches of red berries that are also very, very attractive. You can grow them in containers, or you can grow them directly in the ground. And of course, the great thing about doubling up is that you can put them in pots. You can have them bookended either side of a front door, back door. Perhaps you've got a split level garden. You've got steps going up. You could put some at the top either side. But another good thing about them as well, they never need pruning, they never need shaping. Bex, I have never seen slugs, snails, caterpillars.
Absolutely not.
Anything.
Not interested in it. No, they're not bothered in it at all.
Everything leaves them alone, doesn't it?
It is the most resilient, tough, hardy, easy, compact, beautiful. It's like a gardener's dream, I think, because, of course, we want some plants that are going to be a little bit more hard work, and, because that's part of the fun of gardening, but also we want some that are just going to do what they do without you having to pay any attention to them, and that's exactly what you get with Nandina Firepower. Can we just show mine, Stu, because I just wanted to show the beautiful red colours that mine has turned at the moment. Literally, this was filmed, I think, 2 days ago, or yesterday even. That is the colour that mine has turned now, because we've got those colder weathers at the moment.
Look at the colour there.
Look at the colour, and when that moves, obviously in the breeze, you can see there's still some green tones underneath, so you get that constant lovely interest from it. I am in love with this particular plant.
It's almost pink on the top, Bex. It's almost like
gorgeous.
Pinky colours as well.
Absolutely gorgeous, and it can. I can beat this plant up, and it's absolutely fine. If you get a torrential downpour of rain, it's absolutely fine. Honestly, this is the gardener's dream plant. It's £21.24, by the way, when you double up. So that is what, £11.60 something pence rather than the £12.74 for one of them. Let's show you on the website exactly how to do this, because with a double up deal, you have to put 2 in. There's 1 there at the moment. Stu's going to put the code in first. So look at the price that it is at the moment. Currently, the order total is £21.98. Let's have a look what happens. It's now £14.99. Let's put a second one in, £24.99. And look, there's your club saving, an extra £4.50 taken off by joining the club. That's what brings it down to whatever it was, £21.24. So that's £11.62 each.
Yeah, I mean, which is really, really crazy because, you know, these plants aren't cheap in garden centres because these are really, really lovely, high quality plants. You could pay 15 quid each in some garden centres for a plant like that when you walk around. Of course, this time of year they put them all in the end aisles, don't they? And they kind of charge a premium for them because they're evergreen and all the other things as well. And the good thing about these is, even though the leaves are turning red, like a lot of plants you're looking at the moment where shrubs have got red leaves, you know in another couple of weeks' time, those leaves are all going to be on the ground. They're going to drop off. But not on these. The red stays and the leaf stays on these. So all the year through. We could pick up exactly the same two plants as Bex was handling a moment ago 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, and they would look as glorious, as beautiful. So whether it's spring, summer, autumn or winter, they're always, always interesting, and I would suggest using these as one of your permanent plants in your pots and containers, because then you can just change underneath seasonally, you know, other times of year when suits you.
I'd be tempted to go for multiples of the two, by the way. You know, if you wanted to create that lovely sort of low hedge, border little thing, and it's low growing, obviously, but like down the side of a driveway or something like that, get yourself 5 pairs, 10 of them, you'll cover it. Oh, I love it, honestly. 510823 is the item number. Remember to put 2 in your basket and use that code, please, to get your discounts. It's one of our absolute favourites here at YouGarden.
Because I've only ever seen them get about knee height, roughly.
Yeah, they don't get much taller.
Yeah, and that's what's nice about them. And they are literally plant them, love them, leave them, aren't they? That's all
really
you do.
Are.
Simple.
Right, let's jump into the chat, shall we? Hello to you all. Good morning, good morning. And Neil, I believe Stu's dealing with you about sort of codes and what have you, so hopefully you're all on that. I love this comment from Grimmy, obviously talking about the clocks changing. He says, I collect old mechanical clocks, so it's always fun for me when the clocks go back or forward, because you have to manually change everything, and then get it exactly at the right time as well. That would frustrate me. Stu just said like the scene in Back to the Future, you know, when all the clocks go off.
They're bringing that back, that film.
Doc Emmett Brown's.
Yeah.
I love
they're re-releasing that film,
apparently. I love that film. They will never do it better, but I'm all for it. So Anne says, good morning, Bex, Adam and Stu, and all in the chat. She has been on Nana duty overnight, and she's doing Nana duty today as well, so she says she's going to catch up later. So Anne, this is for you when you're catching up later. Hello to you, good morning. Marissa, just found the flame lily bulbs Derek forgot to plant. Will I be able to plant next year?
What I'd suggest with those
that's going to be tricky.
Is just take a chance. Put them in some compost now. Moist compost.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, keep them somewhere frost-free for winter in that moist compost. And just keep your fingers crossed and keep them frost-free. Did I say frost-free? Keep them frost-free. Yeah, and who knows? I mean, if you leave them just as they are on their own, they definitely won't come back.
Absolutely.
But if you get into some compost, you might. I mean, it's miraculous what things can do sometimes. I remember a story years ago about a guy who dug up a huge dock on his allotment, and he nailed the root to the door of his shed. He replanted it and watered it 5 years later, and it regrew.
Oh my word!
So sometimes, you know, plants are very, very, very resilient.
Yeah, I second Adam. I wouldn't. I would absolutely give it a go. I mean, you've got nothing to lose, basically. But yeah, if you don't plant them, there's pretty much zero chance of them coming. So give it a go now. Keep them in the conservatory or something like that. And Mauricia says Nandina are brilliant, but then you have not met Derek. Oh, poor Derek. All right, let's nip into the emails quickly, shall we? Ali G, good morning. A few photos of things looking good in our garden. Winter jasmine, the Christmas rose that I got from behind the garage. Let me just press the button so I can make sure I show pictures. That I got from behind the garage to find lots of flowering buds on. Also the bamboo growing progress report. Must be about 6 weeks since I cut them back, and they're doing well, but one better than the other. Again, thanks for the advice, Adam.
That's good.
That's what we're here for, absolutely.
Never ever let dry out again. Never. That's the thing.
What is this picture? Is that the that's not the bamboo, is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, I tell you what, that's a Hellebore. Hellebore's Niger.
Yes, it is. Look, there's the little flower
Christmas
coming
rose.
through. The Christmas rose, of course. Very nice. Love that coming up for you. That'll be flowering very soon then. Here's the bamboo. So yes, clearly one doing better than the other, but the other one's doing okay.
Well, the main thing is they're alive.
There's some green shoots. I don't think every single one of those stems is going to flower, but there's still some green shoots coming through. So you've got every chance of that one coming back.
Next spring, make sure you keep them permanently moist. Get some nice big saucers under those, so you've always got water in there, and feed them as well. Give them a good liquid feed.
Oh, and there's that glorious winter jasmine. I love that with the yellow flowers on, and the fragrance that produces in wintertime as well. That's beautiful, isn't it?
And they're coming out earlier and earlier every year as well. I mean, when I was a kid back in the 1820s, they didn't used to flower till about January or February, but now they're coming out well before Christmas.
Love that. Are we doing another email, Stu, or do you want to move? One more, lovely. John in Cornwall. He's just sent us an email with some pictures in, with some gorgeous colour. Thank you, John. Look, we've got our gorgeous pansies in there. They look like the top waves. I think they might be top waves. That gorgeous Alstroemeria. That one's called Indian Summer, isn't it? I adore that one. That is so pretty.
Isn't that lovely?
Well, he's down in Cornwall, isn't he? So he gets slightly milder weather down there.
Yeah.
So he tends to hold on to flowers a little bit longer, don't you?
It's amazing the things they grow down there, Bex. Makes me really jealous.
Look, your Rudbeckia is still going strong. Mine has completely gone over now, starting to die back. We've got the beautiful green twister echinacea there. That is nice. Big flower heads you've got on that one. The salvias. You've got the hot lips in there. Lovely, thank you, John. Gorgeous pictures. Nice lot of colour still happening in your garden. And Gillian, we will come to you, my lovely, very soon. I know you've sent some pictures, so we'll get to those ones. Yes, you forgot to attach them on Thursday. I'm glad to see it. Because you teased us saying how it's a beautiful view out of your. I'm excited to see it. Right, so far these are the most popular things that we have on the show at the moment. We are on the Wallflowers. These are the Sunset Tutti Frutti Mix. Just want to highlight the value first of all, please. It is 30 garden-ready plants, and if you're a club member, it's £15.27, which is 51 pence a plant. That's incredible value for money.
It is, because these are growing on in their individual little cells in these trays. They've got a fantastic root system. They've already got flower buds appearing, and you can get a double flowering on these, so they can flower October, November, and then you just deadhead those flowers, and then they'll reflower for you again in the spring. Kind of roundabouts the time when the tulips are flowering, you're getting fragrance from these as well. Really lovely, lovely, super sweet fragrance. They're going to be loved by the pollinators. And this is sort of like a hot colour mix on here. So you're getting those oranges, you're getting reds, you're getting yellows. And don't just treat these as throwaway plants afterwards. You can transplant these from your pots and troughs, if you want to, into the garden. Give them a nice trim back afterwards, a liquid feed, and in some of my customers' gardens, they've actually kept their wallflowers going, or I've kept them going, for like 3 or 4 years before they finally get really woody and get rid. So, they're not, don't just treat them like a bedding plant. You can enjoy these for a long time, but it's so much better to buy them like this, in these little trays, garden ready. You might see at garden centres or somewhere where they just pull up, and they literally pull them up out the field, they wrap an elastic band around them, and they just sell them in bunches. Well, quite often, a lot of those, they won't recover. They don't actually transplant, and they just die in the ground. With these, you're guaranteed to get these to be established, because they've got a beautiful root system, and they're just going to grow away very, very quickly.
Remember that you need to put the 30 pack into your basket, please. Don't put like 3 10s. Put the 30 pack into your basket. This is what Stu's put in there. And he's also added the 10 pansy top waves in there. Use the code here, 4325. Apply the code, and look what happens. Oh, I like this basket. We're getting 10 free pansy top wave plants, and we're saving over £10 there, and another £5.40 if you're a club member.
So is that 50 plants in
30,
total?
40, 50, yeah, you get 50 plants.
50 plants, free delivery for £35.
Amazing.
96. That's
absolutely amazing. This is why we love bringing you these shows at YGTV, honestly. We'll be packing those and sending them out from tomorrow. So, yeah, get your orders in as soon as you can. Go to YouGarden.com to place your orders. The details for the top waves are on the screen right now, 410233. It is buy one, get one free, so you only need to put one in your basket, enter the code, you get another pack free, and you'll get your free postage on there as well. Have you ever been compared to Captain Birdseye?
Do you know, somebody said that recently. Somebody did say that, actually.
You need a slightly bigger beard, but yes, Spurs T-Rex says, good morning, nice to see Captain Birdseye taking a break from his day job. I think it's the jumper as well, actually. It does very much look like a fisherman's jumper.
Somebody said Tintin the other week as well because of the
because of the little bit at the
quiff.
front.
Yeah,
I like it. Right, good morning to everybody.
I do like their fish fingers though; they're lovely.
Fish finger
sandwiches. Oh yes, but you've got to cook them till they're really crispy.
Mushy peas in it.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
Right, I've not ruined it, Stu.
I do like them with fish fingers and mayonnaise.
Okay, that's weird.
No, I like it. Fish finger sandwich with mayonnaise.
Sandwich, nice and crispy as you say, and then a little layer of mushy peas.
Okay.
And you don't like butter on your bread, but I put loads of butter on my bread.
No, yeah. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of mushy peas. I did go to a restaurant once and they had these things called crushed peas.
Yes.
And they were okay.
And a little bit of mint sauce.
Oh yeah, mint sauce. Oh. Yeah, mint. Now you're talking.
Now we're talking,
I've got the whole day to get through. Right. We're talking about food already.
Let's move on to plants, shall we? This is the phormium. This is the flamingo. I have got my eyes on this particular phormium. I love phormiums in general, but I do think that this one is outstanding because I adore the colours. I did a little comparison the other day, and I do want you to see this between the two leaves. So, for example, these two leaves here, look at the difference because you've got the, it's shining in the light. You've got the wonderful kind of yellowy tones of one and then the gorgeous kind of pink tones of the other. And I think that that really is standout. I love the different colours that you're getting within this.
Especially when the leaves are kind of blowing around, so you're getting all those colours mixing up. And you know, these are very, very, very hardy as well, these plants, and they're good for drought situations. This year, when I've been going to different customers' gardens, that it's definitely sorted out the men from the boys when it's come to sort of drought tolerance, because I've walked into lots of gardens and some plants are just, they'll just be laying on the ground looking really, really awful, but phormiums every time have got through all the drought this year. They look good through the winter as well, so you've always got that lovely kind of colourful foliage. They're a good sort of central plant in the middle of a bed or a border. You can definitely grow them in pots or containers as well. There's only one point of contention Bex and I have with this. They flower.
Yes, I love the flower.
And Bex thinks the flower's, quite fantastic. I mean,
Adam's not, and Stu, Sean's the same. Neither of them like the phormium flowers. I love them.
I mean, they throw out a big flower stem once a little bit more mature, and it looks like a bit like a bird of paradise kind of flower, but it doesn't quite get to the drama of a bird of paradise flower. It's almost like
Stop comparing it to a bird of paradise.
I know,
then.
perhaps I shouldn't. Yeah, but
comparison is the thief of all joy.
That's true, actually. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, having said that, it is a dramatic flower structure.
It is dramatic. I love it.
It's dramatic.
Listen, we all have our own personal tastes.
But this is a lot of plant. If you're looking out in your garden at the moment and you've got a space, a sunny kind of space in a well-drained position, and it's looking a bit dull, it's looking a bit miserable, and you just want to drop something into that space and instantly lift that space, get yourself one of these. It's a lot of plant for the money.
It's £19.54 in the club. You're getting a £12 saving. That's an amazing price for the size of plant you're getting. 511710, and that is your delivered price. Remember, that sign behind Adam's head right over there, look, says free postage on all orders as long as you use the code. Everything on our show page has that free postage with that code. Another one that was really popular with us on Thursday and throughout the week has been the Helix planters. Now, we do have a deal on the options that you've got available. We have the 10-inch and we have the 13-inch of the Helix powdered clay. The 13-inch has been the most popular of the two sizes. I quite like both of them, and I think you could double up on both sizes and have that lovely little family of pots. It's basically double up for £1.
Does it become DNA then? Because it'd be a double helix.
Oh, you're getting a round of applause from Stu. Oh, my word. That's clever and funny. Well done, you. All right, so
Apologies.
It's one for £11.99, or you can double up and get a second one for £12.99. They're both double up for £1. So you're basically getting, another pot for £1 on each of them. This one is the 13-inch. Adam's holding the 10-inch, and there's lots of options of what we could plant in these, aren't there?
Absolutely. They're both a really good size where you can replant them. You don't have to spend an absolute fortune. So, I mean, great for bulbs. This one, the bigger one, Bex has got, you could even do some lasagna planting in that.
Yeah, definitely.
With bulbs.
100%.
Yeah, no problem at all. These ones, you can put your cool wave, you could put your tutti frutti in here, any other winter bedding you wanted to. Obviously, in the summertime, you could grow vegetables in here, you could grow spring, summer flowering bulbs. And the good thing about these is when you look at them, they just do not look like plastic. They look like the real deal. And I love the sort of horizontal stripes around there. And they just look genuine. And I always say this, if you walk past somebody's garden on the way to work or taking the kids to school and you saw these in somebody's garden, you wouldn't go, ugh, plastic. you wouldn't give them a second look. You just think, oh, clay pots. But of course, they're not going to fracture. They're not going to split. You're not going to go and pick these up in the spring and the rim comes off. And the pot just stays on the floor. They're going to look like this. They're UV stable, they're frost resistant, they're lightweight.
They are indeed. You've got those two options. So the 10-inch diameter is on the screen at the moment, 130588. Double up for £1. Put another one in your basket, enter the code. The second one will appear as just £1 in your basket. Or you can get the 13-inch option as well. So 130611. Again, it's double up for £1. Put 2 in your basket to make to access that double up deal. 130611 is the item number if you'd like to go for that one. Now, everybody who is shopping for plants today, have you got enough compost? I did a bunch of planting yesterday. I am now down to half a bag, so I absolutely need to place my next order. I am going away for a few days, so it's all good. I'm definitely not doing any gardening for a couple of days, but yeah, as soon as I get back, I'm going to need to make sure I've got my order on the way. This is the best compost you'll use, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I told you the other day, I think last week or the week before, I had 20 bags delivered. I'm now down to 6 bags left. And what I've been using it for in my garden is, I've got a newish bit of garden, and we've got quite nice soil there, but it's very sandy soil and it breaks up nicely. But the trouble is it doesn't hold on to the moisture and it doesn't hold on to the nutrients. So I've been digging loads of this compost into the soil and it's totally transformed it. It now holds on to that moisture, it's holding on to the nutrients. It's got bulk to it, it's got heart to it. You know, it feels like really lovely soil that roots kind of want to grow into. My house plants are all in this compost. Every time I transplant my house plants, I always use this. This summer, growing my tomatoes, cucumbers, I started all my bedding plants off in the seed trays in this, and within kind of 4 or 5 days, some of those seeds started to germinate. And when I transplanted them into the little sort of planting cells, some of them already had roots, like a couple of inches long.
Yeah.
And this is what this compost does. It just stimulates plants to grow and to thrive and to produce flowers, vegetables. It gives them much, much more disease resistance. It just gives them a lot more vum, basically. And it's a fantastic compost. It's peat reduced. It's been peat reduced for a very long time. And even some of that is made from renewable sphagnum moss sources, which is good. And it's only got the minimum in it, but then we've got that composted wood fibre, and that's giving it this irresistible texture that means Bex and I cannot stop twiddling and playing with it every time we come across it.
We were standing talking to you about the formium and I had my hand over on the table in the compost. It's just got that wonderful feeling. It's got a fantastic smell to it, but most importantly we get the best results from it, and that's all we really want, isn't it? Not all composts are made the same. The cheap rubbish compost will give you cheap results. You just won't get as much flowers, as much fruit crops, veg crops. It's really important to use the best compost. 100125 is the item number. If you are watching us for the first time, or you're relatively new and you're like, what are they talking about? Please go and have a little look at the reviews that have people put on this. Honestly, people come back time and time again to buy this compost again. Ask the guys in the chat that watch us regularly and have used this compost for a long time. They will tell you the results that they have received from it. 100125, as I say, that is your delivered price that you can see on screen, as long as you are using the code, because you're going to get the savings and we'll deliver it direct to your door. Buying compost is a faff, sometimes complicated, confusing, because there's so many different bags and they've all got... Stu and I went out the other day, actually, to a garden centre, because we're making a video, and we were having to look at composts and what have you. And it proved everything that we say to you right now. We were walking along and we were like, there's bags and bags, and hang on a minute, there's more around the corner. And then we were reading the bags and it said, I can't even remember what it said now, but it was added this ingredient.
Have you tried the ones with the John Innes?
No.
It's like picking up a bag of cement. They are daft heavy.
But it says added this ingredient, but it doesn't say anything about what that ingredient does and what it's for. It's just marketing jargon, basically. Anyway, yet to be there to appreciate it. It was a pain in the bum. And Stu then had to carry the great big bag because we're doing an experiment, and he had to carry it back to the car and stuff. He's strong, so he wasn't struggling, but that can be tricky for some people.
Like hyaluronic acid, isn't it? I mean, what's all that about?
Apparently that is a good thing.
Apparently.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Right, 100125 item number, delivered price. Use your code to get you saving and get that free postage as well. I would like to draw your attention though to the hanging baskets that we've got in the back here. These are the Pansy Cool Wave pre-planted hanging baskets. So if, you know what, you've run out of time or you can't be bothered to plant up your own hanging baskets or pots, you can actually get a pair of the pre-planted hanging baskets delivered for £16.98. We have hung them up to show you. You just remove this this plastic bit here, by the way. That's just sort of to hold it in place. It slips off, or just cut it and it'll slide out. They will grow into what Adam is, well, even more so than what Adam is showing you here, but you can just use them as pots and containers as well. They don't have to be hung, do they?
No, you can take the hangers off very, very easily, and you can just sit this on your garden table wherever you want to.
Look how it's starting to trail.
They're great, and they're only on this very first part of their journey. These yellow ones here are going down a little bit further, but one thing I'm picking up as well...
Fragrance,
yeah. And they're lovely.
That one that you pinched off earlier, so I could compare it with the other ones. Honestly, just that one flower's got a super fragrance.
And the mix of colours, you've got some here that are a solid white, a solid yellow or purple, and then those cheeky ones at the front Stu's showing you now that are kind of...
I love these.
Isn't that lovely? Look at that blush of purple, and then you've got the yellow
pretty
at the base there. And these will take -5, -10, -15, and they could look as good as this in May. They could look as good as this in June.
These are the ones that I was growing last year, and they looked amazing right the way through to June, end of June.
Yeah, and they'll just keep trailing and trailing. Just deadhead, water them, feed them. That's all you've got to do, and you can see there, that picture Stu's showing you there, you can get those 360-degree sort of balls of colour there, almost the foliage disappearing under the flowers. You could even next year, if you wanted to, use the flowers to decorate food and stuff with and put them in salads, because they're edible apparently.
Absolutely. It's half price right now, by the way, everybody. It's £16.98 as your club discount price. You are saving £20. You'll save £6.99 on your postage. It's £16.98 for 2 hanging baskets, and that is your delivered price. It's amazing. £8.50 each, basically, is what we're talking about here for up to 10 months worth of colour every year. If you give them the right care, once we get to the summer months, they can come back for you next year as well. 450024 is the item number. Get those ones in your basket. I think that's a bit of a bargain at the moment. Get those ones in. Okay, Strulch. We do need to talk to you about that. Actually, it has been a week or so since I've spoken about Strulch. This is an important thing to get at this time of year. Well, actually, every time of year Strulch works, but right now this is a great one for upcoming winter protection. Nah,
it's just straw, isn't it?
I love it when people say that.
It's just straw, lady, isn't it? That's all it is.
No, it's not though, is it?
It is, it's just straw.
It's not just straw. This one is special straw.
Yeah, it's mineralised. Actually developed by a university in the UK, I believe, as well.
Leeds University, apparently.
A British product, British made, organic as well. And this straw, we don't know how they've treated it because they're keeping it secret.
Yeah, it's patented.
But we do know from personal experience that it does what it says on the tin or on the bag, and it does deter slugs and snails. That's sort of one of its primary factors that it will do. But the good thing is it doesn't kill those slugs and snails, so they're still available as food for the hedgehogs and the thrushes and so on. But it does loads more things. Now, this time of year, the slugs and snails are coming out again because we had lots of rain. I've seen some whopping great big slugs on my lawn.
Huge, aren't they? They're massive
all summer long,
moment.
they were hiding becks, weren't they? Because it was so dry. They were just hibernating, but now they're coming out and about. So, it still will deter those slugs and snails right now. But you can do other things with this. Now we're heading towards the winter. You may have a really well-drained garden, and you've decided you're going to leave your dahlias in the ground, you're going to leave your gladiolicorns in the ground. Now, if you've got good drainage, that's fine. They won't rot in the ground. But if we get really severe frost, that could get down to the roots and turn those to mush before next spring. Put a nice layer of this over the top of those delicate roots. Acts like a duvet. It will stop the frost getting down into the ground. But also, if you put lots of this down between your plants, you've got heavy soil, you can still walk between your plants during the winter time. Perhaps you've got rose beds that you want to prune, but you can't get in between because all the mud sticks to your feet. It won't with this. It will look really, really nice. And also, somebody just contacted me yesterday to say they were thinking about sowing something in their garden in North East Scotland, but they have such heavy rain, it kind of washes a lot of the soil away.
Okay.
Put this over the top, and again, stop all the rain splashing the soil and washing the soil away. And then, of course, next year, fast forward 6 months, it will suppress weeds during the growing time. It will keep moisture in, and it looks really, really nice between other plants. I
love it, honestly. I top my pots with it because I get sick of those weeds growing in the tops of the pots. It doesn't completely, obliterate weeds, but it really keeps it down. Yeah. Honestly, it's an amazing thing. It's the fantastic year-round product. You can use it for so many different things, and of course, once it's finished, it stays active for up to 2 years. You can dig it through the soil, and it actually adds goodness into the soil and aerates the soil as well. So it's a really fantastic product, even when you've finished with it. Do you know what I mean? 100149 is the item number. You're going to get 2 of those 9 kilogram bags, and it is £28.02, your discount club price. That's £14 and a penny per bag, delivered price. Please remember that is the delivered price. You're not paying anything for postage as long as you're using that code, and you can get cracking on giving your plants the winter protection that they need, but then enjoying the benefits of that plant throughout the rest of the year. Now, if you're going for your bagged products, why not add in your premium professional compost as well? We use it year round, don't we? So make sure that you've always got it. Please don't run out. It's so frustrating. I've been good this year. I don't think I've run out of it once this year, so I haven't been forced to go and buy some other rubbish bag from the local supermarket or whatever. Please always keep yourself with a store of it because it's going to give you the best results. It is peat reduced, so we have got that peat in there, but minimal amounts. We've got a slow release fertilizer, we've got a wetting agent. It's pH balanced. It's going to be perfect for the majority of things you're planting in your garden, and it's also fantastic for your house plants as well. Simple and easy to use, but giving you the absolute best results. You will become a compost snob by using it, and you should be proud of that fact. That's the kind of snob that we want to be. 100125 is the item number. The Wallflower Tutti Fruities, these are one of it's the most popular plant in the live today. 30 of the garden ready plants for £15.27, and that's 51 pence per plant. And these are a fantastic plant that can give you 2 flowering seasons. So you could be getting some flowers at the end of November, and then you'll get them again the following year in springtime. Nice and compact, beautiful fragrance, wonderful colour mix, and just incredible value for money at £15.27. Please make sure you're putting the 30 pack into your basket. Don't put the 10 pack in there 3 times. It's the 30 pack. If you go to our show page, that's the best way to do it. Go to YouGarden.com, click on live now, scroll down. Those are the items that we've got in the live today. 410169 is your item number for that one. And then we've got your top waves, which are your trailing plant. This one is like a buy one, get one free. Oh, it is a buy one, get one free, sorry. Put one in your basket, enter the code, and you will get the other pack put into your basket absolutely free of charge. It is exclusive to us here at YouGarden. These are like your Pansy Cool Waves, but bigger. So you're going to get 10 months worth of colour. They are totally frost hardy. A lot of people don't believe us when they say that. You have to try it to believe it. They will cope with the frost and the cold weather, so don't panic about that. And you'll have this gorgeous colour and fragrance in your garden for up to 10 months of the year. And of course, they can be perennial plants as well if you give them the right care and attention in summertime. Philadelphus, yes please, let's have that. The beautiful plant of the year from the Chelsea Flower Show this year, 2025. A compact Philadelphus, a pink Philadelphus, and of course we know that Philadelphus has a gorgeous fragrance. This woman is absolutely adoring it, isn't she? Look at her. Now you can double up on this one. You can get 6 9cm pots here. All you have to do is put 2 lots in your basket and enter the code, and that's where you're going to get those wonderful savings. Your item number is 511759. Do have the award-winning plant in your garden. You will very much appreciate the fragrance that you get from that. Next up, we've got a new one to us here in the potting shed. This is the Hydrangea Rosemary Foster, and that is just the most beautiful hydrangea, isn't it? Look at those gorgeous colours. If it comes out that colour, that is mind-blowing, isn't it? Really vibrant colour tones you're getting there, and of course it's that lovely sort of pink, purple and white colour mix, which I think is incredibly elegant. You're going to get 3 of those 9cm pots. It's new, but we're still giving you a discount of £10, and you will get your club discount saving as well, taking that to £16.97. 511704 is your item number, and please use that code YGTV4325. There's a little box on the website that says, do you have an offer code? That's where you put that code. And final one, yes, of course, Nandina. Right, it's definitely in my top 10. It genuinely is one of my absolute favourite plants that YouGarden bring. I have one, I have 2 now because I just couldn't have just one anymore. It's evergreen, it's compact, it's hardy. You can plant it anywhere in the country, you can plant it anywhere in your garden. It can go in the border, it can go in the pots, it can go in sun, it can go in shade. You never have to touch it, you never have to prune it. It's drought tolerant once it gets established. It can cope with cold and it can cope with heat, and it's constantly colour changing. Lovely kind of limey, yellowy coloured leaves throughout the spring and summer months, and really fiery, gorgeous red tones throughout the winter months. It's just the most fantastic plant. Now I'm in it for the foliage, but actually once this matures and establishes, it can produce flowers and berries as well, which is amazing. However, if mine never produces flowers and berries, I don't care. I love it simply for that gorgeous foliage that you get from it. It's the Nandina Firepower in the 2-litre pot. You can double up on this one and get 2 of them for £24.99, and then it's 21 something with your club discount. 510823 is the item number.
Rosemary Foster, famous writer and editor apparently.
Oh, was she?
Just Googled it.
Lovely.
Yeah, just needed to know.
Plant writer and editor?
No, involved with film and theatre.
Oh, really? Oh, very nice. There you go. Nice to know where these names come from. Good morning to everybody on Facebook. Ian, hello. Victoria, hello. Naomi and David. Good morning to you on Facebook. Nice to have your company as always. Thank you very much. Marissa, yes, sorry, you did want to know if we've received your emails. I have not received your emails, and I know you were trying to send emails on Thursday. Nothing is coming through. I don't know what's happening to your emails, Marissa. I mean, you've sent emails before. Just double check you are actually sending it to the right email address first of all. ygtv@yougarden.com. Details are on the bottom of the screen there. I'm sure you've got it right because you've sent us emails previously, but first of all, just check that one. And then, I don't know, Stu, what else can she do to check? Put it on a carrier pigeon. That's going to take a little bit of time to get here. Have a little look, Marissa, but no, your emails are not coming through. I'm so sorry at the moment, so have a little check. Right, let's have a look, shall we, at the beautiful rose of the week that we've got for you. We have received more emails as well, so I've got to show Gillian's, Charlotte's, Dave's and Sue's at some point soon. We've had your emails coming in. We'll do it at the end of this table. How about that, yeah? All right, let's do the beautiful rose of the week. This is Rose Susie, and I don't care. I'm getting my nose in because the scent from that is incredible.
It is.
That is So I love strong scented roses. Chandos Beauty is my absolute favourite because it's a really strong scented rose, but that is a contender because the scent you get from that is just mind-blowing.
It is, because you know sometimes when you go out and about and you see a really stunningly beautiful rose and you go to smell the rose and it's like, oh, that's a bit disappointing. It looks beautiful, no fragrance. This one does both. It looks stunning and it's got that rose fragrance that you just want to smell. It does not disappoint. It is sweet, it is delicious. It is so, so nice. This is a repeat flowering rose. It will start flowering in June. We're into the 3rd, 4th week of October now. And it is still flowering, just about. I think those petals are just holding on.
It's going to go, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to make it all the way to the end of our Rose of the Week. No, don't do that, Bex. No, don't do that, because we want that. We want it for this afternoon as well. So we're desperate to keep that last flower on. And look at the foliage as well.
It's really glossy, isn't it?
And we haven't put leaf shine on that. That is its natural lustre. It's got that really healthy foliage with that kind of lovely, really healthy sheen to it.
Imagine if I drop it now.
And this is a climbing rose. It gets to about 1.8 to about 2.2 metres, and the flowers also change colour. Earlier in the week, there was a rose with a sort of a bud, And it had like a little red kind of fleck.
So pretty.
Yeah. And as they open, you get apricots, you get oranges, you get shades of pink, and the flowers can even blush to almost like a sort of a soft white colour before they finally drop their petals. But you will keep getting flushes of flower for month after month after month, and it's a really nice climber in the fact that it doesn't go berserk. I mean, some climbing roses can get 30, 40, 50 foot tall. I mean, they can get colossal. But this one is just ideal for covering that archway, a pergola, perhaps growing on some trellis on a garage wall, something like that. And you can just enjoy it year after year after year. And another good thing about it being reasonably compact as a climber is you can do what Bex just did. You can smell the flowers.
Yeah.
Because they're not halfway up the house where you can't get to them.
Absolutely.
You can walk through that archway, and as you walk through, you can enjoy that amazing fragrance this rose will produce. And it's in that pot, when you plant it, make sure the little knuckly bit at the bottom is about at least an inch below the eventual soil level. That's really, really important. But just enjoy the beauty of this for year after year after year. It's easy to look after, it's fragrant, it's hardy, it's repeat flowering, and it's a stunning, stunning colour.
And it's an amazing price right now. We've taken £15 off the price because it is our rose of the week, so you can get that home for $16.99. I think this is wonderful with climbing roses because sometimes people want to go for two of the same when it's a climbing rose, particularly if you're going over an archway or a pergola, because you need them to grow up either side and meet in the middle, don't you? So that means that you are getting, you know, two roses, amazing value for money because you're saving all of that money right there, and you're going to get free postage on all your orders by using that offer code. 531236 is the item number for the Rose Susie Rose of the Week. Gorgeous fragrance. I absolutely adore that one. So please take advantage of that. That will be available up until Thursday when we will launch a brand new Rose of the Week. We've got another rose for you. This is the Rose Amirose, but this is your ground cover compact rose.
These are great. I mean, again, talking about the colour change, these, I'll show you a pic in a minute, these actually have flowers on the same rose that you would swear were two different roses because the colour between the two is so kind of incredible. But it depends on the age of the flower. The older it gets, the more different colours come through. Look at that, there we go. That's just phenomenal. So the one on the left is where the buds are just kind of opening, so they're more of an apricot orangey colour, and then they tone down to a really, really gorgeous deep pink. Only gets to about 50 centimetres tall, so you could grow this down the side of your front path. Either side is like a little step over rose hedge. It will hug the ground, it will suppress the weeds. It's almost continuously in flower. Some roses we talk about flushes of flower where you'll get just foliage in between, then you wait for some more flowers. But this one, generally, at any time, will be covered in a certain amount of roses. And even, again, right up at the end of October, there's still an odd few flowers on these.
There's buds as well.
Yeah, and buds as well.
There's a few buds here.
If the weather stays moist, if the weather stays mild, those buds will make it. They'll probably open out.
Look.
So if you want a rose that flowers for a long, long period of time, it's got a soft fragrance to it, and that lovely, lovely colour changing habit, and that will make a gorgeous hedge. Or you can plant them individually in the ground or in pots or containers. Went a bit high there.
You did, didn't you?
Then yeah, go for these.
Sorry.
I've not got that high for years.
My son, who's 14, does a lot of voice cracks, obviously because he's, you know, becoming a man and all the rest of it. So every time he does a voice crack, he finds it really embarrassing, which is silly, isn't it? But they do when they're that age. But that's what it reminded me of. It's like you were having voice cracks.
I hope I'm not going reverse, though.
Right, that's your Rose Amirose, 531245. You will get 3 of them. Remember, they're going to grow to about 60 centimetres spread, so that's going to cover a really nice area.
Easily.
You can create a hedge border, or you could dot them around your garden and fill those gaps. Those are really, really beautiful, and 150 days worth of constant colour from those, colour changing as well. 21.22 is the price that you'll pay for those as a club member. We're moving on. We've got the buddleia. This is the floral fanfare. I think this is the one Mauricia described as looking a bit like a lilac flower when we did the show on Thursday. I can see where she's got that from, but it's nice and compact as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only about a metre tall or so, and it took I think a chap called Peter Moore about 20 years to kind of finally get this to be the buddleia he always wanted it to be. Super, super double flowers there, that lovely, lovely lilac lilac colour, looking, like you said, like a lilac flower head on there, compact enough to grow even on a balcony or even a pot or a container in a really small space. If you're thinking, oh no, buddleia's not for me, especially 3 of them, they go berserk, those things, don't they? I've seen them when I'm on the trains at the side of the railway tracks. Great big thickets growing down the side, and they're always hacking them back. This one won't do that. It is literally only about 1 metre tall, about half a metre wide, months and months and months of beautiful, sweet fragrance flowers, loved by the pollinating insects, and just that gorgeous sort of lavender blue, purpley colour on there. I think this is divine.
I do.
I can understand how it took so long. I mean, that chap must have kept sort of cross-pollinating, waiting, and then finally one day, this flowered like you see it here, and he must have just thought, eureka!
A eureka moment.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've got to that moment of creating this incredible buddleia.
Lovely foliage that you get on buddleia as well, plus those gorgeous flowers. And just to show you that those are absolutely rooty beauties, raring to grow. You just need a sunny spot, some free draining soil, and you will have the most gorgeous display. And it's all about bringing those pollinators and butterflies into your garden. 3 of them, half price deal, but $12.72 as a club member. So of course you get better than half price and no postage to pay as long as you're using your code. Hellebores. Now we brought you the double queen mix on Thursday, so we're bringing you the other mix this time. This one is the double Ellens, and I think these are fabulous because you get those double flowers.
You do, and also these are really audacious plants as well. And by that, what I mean is, at the coldest, meanest, darkest, most miserable time of the year, that's when they decide to flower. They can start flowering or as early as when the snowdrops start flowering, and they can go all the way through to sort of March, April, even May. They always keep foliage on any time of the year. So even when they're not flowering, there's always beautiful glossy coloured leaves to look at. But as I say, from when the snowdrops start flowering through to sort of mid-late spring, you just get these flowers in the most amazing array of colours. Some are a solid colour, some are speckled. I mean, you look at those and you think, how on earth can you look so delicate, so beautiful, but flower in those coldest months of the year? But they can, and we're going to see some in Sean's garden, see how beautiful they look there as well.
I love this area of the garden. I've got lots of hellebores, and they love being underneath this eucalyptus tree. They love a woodland kind of setting. They're great in a shady spot. I've got mixtures such as the double Ellens. One of my favourites here is the Christmas rose. And they really add so much beautiful colour throughout the winter months. And when the daffs are out, snowdrops, crocus, when they're mixed amongst the hellebores, it just looks magical. So in this woodland area, I've got lots of ferns from YouGarden. I've got primulas, primroses, the daffs are out. But for me, the hellebores really steal the show.
It looks pretty, doesn't it? That was in March, by the way. These daffodils were out as well. So the thing is, once you've got them, they're going to look great every year, because once they're in and they're established, you've always got them, and they multiply and they spread.
They do, and also they tolerate shade.
Yeah.
And you can
That's under his eucalyptus tree, isn't it, there, Stu? Yes, it is. That's right,
and that's
under
a
the
tough old place under there.
Yeah, it's hard.
They get very dry in the summer, but they are drought tolerant. The leaves drop down to the ground in drought, but they don't die. As soon as it rains, they stand upright again.
There you go. Hellebore double Ellen mix, and you can double up on your double Ellens right now. So you can get 6 of them if you want, or you can go for 12 if you would like to add even more into your garden. 480964 is the item number. You need to put 2 in your basket and then use the code to get that double up deal and the savings associated with it, and of course your free postage as well. Final item on this table, and then we'll do your emails, is the Imperator Red Baron. Now we always bring you this and say how fantastic it looks, and at this time of year I think it still looks fantastic because you get this lovely burgundy colour to the leaves, don't you?
It's really kind of counterintuitive, this, because it's the sort of thing you can tease your kids with, because you can say to your kids, you can get grass and it's bright red. And it's like,
no, grass is green. What are you talking about?
No, it's red. But that's what this is. This is such an impressive ornamental grass. It's tough. It will grow in shade. It will grow in sun. It just likes a moisture retentive soil. It'll eventually sort of spread out and form a beautiful colony. Starts off lovely and lime green earlier in the year, and then as the year progresses, you get these lovely deep kind of plummy red colours on here. I think this is adorable, this, and don't be in a rush to cut it down at the end of the season. Just leave it all the way through to the spring, because some of these colours even stay on as the foliage starts to die down, and then in the spring only cut it down to about 5 inches or so. Beautiful new leaves will come through, and it will just keep looking like this for you year after year after year.
Yeah, and you can divide the clumps that it forms as well, so you can get free plants for your garden. You don't have to worry about it for a year or 2, 3 maybe, but every 3 or 4 years you'll divide those clumps, keeps the plant vigorous and also gives you free plants in your garden. It's another half price deal. It's £15 off the price there, but again, £12.72 discount saving. Let's have a little look on the nursery, shall we? It's late autumn and we're out on the YouGarden nursery, and we just had to stop to take a look at this Imperator Red Baron blood grass. And the reason we had to stop is obvious. Look at the colour. At this time of year, you get this beautiful, luxurious, gorgeous burgundy colour from here. But actually, there's so much to look at on this plant throughout the seasons. It first of all starts off a lovely bright green. In summertime, it turns a bright blood red, particularly if you plant it in a full sun position. And you can even get tall clusters of silvery, fluffy flowers on here as well. It's a perennial that's really easy to look after. So it dies back a little bit in winter time, and then in spring, all you'll do is give it a little trim, a little spruce up, just to tidy the plant up when you see all that new growth starting to come through. It's also a plant that over the years you will be able to divide and spread around your garden. You can see why this is one of the most popular, the most stunning of all of the ornamental grasses. It's winter hardy, it's easy to look after, and it's a total stunner. I love that clip of film. They just look amazing in situ on the nursery there, don't they? I love it. It's nice to show you on the nursery as well, and not just in the potting shed. Remember, it's 560017 your item number, and it is a half price deal on there. If you would like to pop in and say hello, you can on Facebook, on YouTube, or you can send us any emails to ygtv@yougarden.com. Naomi is saying, I can't remember which hellebores I bought, so it'll be a nice surprise. Do you know what? I do that all the time. I never label anything. I mean, Ali's amazing at labeling her plants. Absolutely. The organisation that Ali puts into it, I'm never going to be that person. I potted some stuff up yesterday, and I did it again. I potted it up and I went, yeah, I'll remember that. And I know in 3 months' time, I'm not going to have a clue what is in that pot.
No.
Still not labelling it.
I do that with bulbs. I've got oodles of different tulips to plant, but I won't actually label what or what. And then somebody will say to me next year, what are those? I was like, I can't remember.
Tulip. It's tulip, isn't it?
Tulip, yeah.
Right, let's jump into the chat. Gillian, she says, was just saying my sister loved all the... Oh, that was it. She sent the most lovely email. And she was saying that her sister loved all the colour in her garden. She told her that most of the plants are from YouGarden, and she loves the view from the kitchen. She would rather buy a plant than go out for coffee and cake. Nandina's last longer and don't make you fat. Keep on planting. And that's from Gillian. So let's have a little look. Oh, look.
Way.
Massive dahlia. Look at that.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
That is seriously impressive, that is.
Absolute stunner. Well done, Gillian. Right, click on to the next picture. Hang on.
That was a happy flower, that was. A real happy flower.
I love your garden.
Oh.
That is
Look
beautiful. I love all that decking, the little step. I want to do that. I want to create that. That split level is beautiful, isn't it?
That works so well. And look at the trees at the back and all the...
Oh, Gillian.
Yeah, and I love the way they put the little chairs and table. I mean, what a lovely journey. To kind of imagine walking up those steps, turning to the right, and just sitting on that beautiful table and chairs, and sitting there having a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a gin and tonic in the summertime. That is stunning.
That's really pretty, Gillian. Thank you for sending that picture.
So nice.
Grimmy, how's your son's garden coming along? Stu's just reminded me. You were doing that split level garden, weren't you? I think it was 3 tiers, wasn't it? Grimmy, how's it going? Let us know. Oh, and look, she's got a Pansy top waves, and that's a buddleia?
Yeah, I think it's a buddleia. Is it like one of the sort of the ones with the candy kind of buddleia on top?
It certainly looks like buddleia foliage to me. That's looking very pretty. I love your blue pot at the bottom there as well. Thank you, Gillian. Much appreciated. Charlotte says, love my Nandina. I now have 7. Here are 2. The biggest is the Firepower, which is approximately 4 years old. The violas are stunning and smell wonderful. Thank you, from Charlotte. So I can see a Fatsia in the background. I can see her Viola Tiger Eyes in there. She's got a Ophiopogon in there, the Black Dragon Grass. Looking very, very beautiful. That's a heather in that pot, isn't it, at the back there? Certainly looks like it. And there's the Firepower. You've got the lovely fiery colours just like me as well.
Every time that Nandina just pops, doesn't it?
That's beautiful. And then we've got the, I think that's the red light. I think that's the red light Nandina. A Charlie Boy cordyline there as well. Very beautiful. Thank you so much. Right, Dave. Tea and castor oil is all that he's put in his message. Oh, look. It's that, do you remember that camellia?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, is that from last year, or is that doing that now?
Who knows? It could be doing it now.
I think that's the one they actually create tea from.
It's a bit early, isn't it, for that to be flowering?
Yeah, that's what Stu just said. Yeah, the camellia sunit says what they make tea from.
And then,
Yay.
oh, the Fatty, yes, with the flower birds. That's what mine are doing at the minute as well. Huge leaf there. Is that a perspective shot? But that leaf does look immense. Nice, Dave. Well done. Sue, Pansy Cool Wave. Hi, Bex and Adam. I grow your Pansy Cool Waves every year. They always cheer me up whenever the weather. Here is a photo of my hanging basket from last year. I'm also trying the top wave this year. Best wishes, Sue. Oh, look how sweet this is. Look how sweet that is.
I'm really chuffed you sent that one in, Sue, because we kind of show a similar picture. You know, and sometimes people might think, oh yeah, you've fiddled about with that, you've kind of made it look that good, but you've just proved there that that you can grow a fantastic basket like this so easily with those incredible
gorgeous.
Pansies.
Pansy Cool Waves are on a buy one get one free, by the way. Stu's put the details on the screen. It's the same as the top wave, so it's entirely up to you which ones you go for. That's so cute. Right, Vicky wants some advice, who says, morning Adam and Bex. Last winter I left my potted oleanders out in a sheltered position, but they did suffer as a result. However, this summer they recovered well and produced a few flowers, and I've now moved them to a cold greenhouse. Can you please advise me on the watering regime over winter? Thank you. Vicky in North Yorkshire.
Now, you need to reduce the watering right down. Don't dry them right out, but just give them a drink and then leave it 3 or 4 weeks, let the compost dry out, and then sort of just give them a drink again.
Have a feel in the top of the pot.
Yeah.
Once the top few inches are sort of dried out, it's probably your sign, just for a little, not a drenching, a little bit of water.
Yeah, because they need to be on the drier side rather than on the wetter side. But I will say, though, if we get really cold weather, you might need a heater in that greenhouse, because sometimes on a cold night it can get colder inside a greenhouse than outside.
So many people are surprised about that.
Well, there's no air movement.
Yeah.
So if you've got a slightly breezy cold night, that wind can just be enough outside to keep the temperature above freezing. But in that greenhouse, in that still air, it can drop below freezing. So just be aware of that.
Yeah, pay attention. OK, so Neil has sent us a picture, and it simply says garden visitor. He goes on to say, dear Bex and team, here's the lovely visitor / helper I had while tidying up the garden yesterday. Everywhere I went, he was there. I think 2 have set up home in one of my evergreen bushes. Happy gardener. Regards, Neil. Oh, look.
Aww.
And they were just following you around in the garden. That's so sweet, isn't it?
It's nice because we need to help the robins, because apparently their population sort of dropped quite a bit this year. So yeah, it's great, isn't it, when you get robins? They are so friendly, aren't they?
They are.
So tame as well. They're really, just beautiful little birds.
Very nice. Well, we've caught up on the emails. If you do want to send us anything, the details are at the bottom of the screen there, ygtv@yougarden.com. I'm just going to have a quick look in the chat. Grimmy says, my son's garden is coming on, but most things are going over now. He says he'll send some pictures next time. We'll look forward to the updates, in spring and summer next year. Marissa is still having problems, unfortunately. She's also having problems receiving messages, so she's going to have to check settings. I hope you get it fixed, Marissa. I'm sorry. I'd love to see your pictures. So, yeah, fingers crossed you get that one fixed soon.
What was incredible about all those pics we just saw then, Bex, is it's November next week, and yet there was so much colour. Oh, that's our resident one, isn't it?
So this was in our potting shed last week. Oh, my word, there he is. In the potting shed, flying around. It just kept flying. Look at this, Stu's having to chase him. Oh, apparently it took Stu and Matt about 20 minutes to encourage him to leave the shed. Because obviously we don't want to lock a bird inside the shed. It's happened a few times and we've had to try and get them back out the door again.
There were two in yesterday afternoon.
Was there?
And they were singing so
that's
beautifully.
so nice.
Yeah, really stunning.
Ah, right, lovely. Thank you very much for sending all your emails and your questions and your comments. If you do want to, as I say, the email's on the bottom of the screen, or you can put any questions, comments into the YouTube chat or into the Facebook chat as well. We are here until 12 o'clock, so we've still got just over an hour with you. We are going to give you a little reminder of some of the items, then we'll go back over to our favourites table. First up, we've got our beautiful Viburnum Kilimanjaro sunrise plant. Actually, I say reminder, we haven't shown you this one yet, have we? This one is a stunner. It comes to you in the 3-litre pot, and we've added a £10 saving. We have got a lot of interest with this plant, haven't we?
I like the growth habit of it because it sort of grows in tiers, almost like a sort of a wedding cake kind of look to it. And also, you can already see next year's flowers are already appearing in like the little axils of the leaves here as well. Just here you can see little tiny buds, because the leaves will drop off in a little while, but they're already preparing to flower for you. Look at that, already ready to flower in 2026. And when they do, you get these stunning pure white flower heads, which are really, really glorious. And then they get pollinated and they produce beautiful clusters of deep, deep red berries. So it's got that sort of double interest of flowers, then berries. The foliage, it's got fragrant foliage, this one, because no, this one hasn't so much.
No, not this one.
No, this one hasn't. The Dawn, or that has really fragrant foliage. But this will turn a really, really nice colour before the leaves finally drop. It's an incredibly hardy shrub, so you can grow it in any part of the UK. It can get to anything from like 2 to 4 metres tall. You can see here the berries. Those lovely, bright, cheery berries that are loved by the birds, so you'll kind of help to feed them as well. It's a sort of an upright shrub that kind of will be kind of obelisk shape, if you like, when it grows.
Yeah.
So that kind of, and it sort of grows, as Stu's just said in my ear, it grows into a natural sort of shape. It doesn't really need a lot of pruning or shaping. If you ever do want to prune or shape it, just clip it back immediately after it's flowered, and then the new wood it creates, that will flower for you the following year. But it's certainly a very unusual, very different shrub, and when you see it in spring or early summer, covered in these beautiful heads of white flower, it's a real talking point, this one.
It is. It's a beautiful one. And a previous Chelsea Flower Show winner in 2015. It was the Plant of the Year in 2015. So we're bringing you some amazing sort of accoladed plants. That's not right, is it? You know what I mean. And this one is a sort of relatively long-lived perennial in your garden as well. So you'll have this for such a long time. 510690 is the item number. £10 saving on there. £25.49. And that is the size of the plant that you will be receiving. It's a really decent size in that 3-litre pot. Look how big it is. So it's already going to romp away for you in the garden.
Lifetime guarantee.
Absolutely. Winter hardy plants come with a lifetime guarantee here at YouGarden. So if it fails to thrive, if it dies, we will replace it for you. As long as we still stock it, all you've got to do is pay a postage cost to get it out to you. Right, we are bringing you the Acer collection next. This is the ones that are in the 1.5-litre pots though. So these are slightly more established. We do them in the 9-centimetre pots, which are great as a project, but these actually have even bigger establishment on them. Now, yes, we know they are deciduous plants. This one is very, very bare of its leaves. These ones are slightly holding on to it, but they're soon going to go. However, that's why we're bringing you a deal on these. You're saving £25. Your discount club price is under 30 quid, which means it's less than £10 a plant. For an established Acer is brilliant.
Look at this one. This could be in some garden centres, especially with the very dissected leaves, that could be £24.99. Just for one, because acers are difficult to propagate and they can be slow growing when they're younger as well, so that's why you pay a premium for them. But you're getting 3 different varieties here, and you can see from the picture that you get that colour contrast with these 3 different types. So you get the Atripurpureum that's got the lovely kind of deep red colour, Then you've got the Katsura, which has got the... It's Katsura, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, that's got the orange... right in front of me, duh. And then, yeah, it's got the lovely, lovely orange-coloured leaves, and then you've got the emerald lace that has the green. But that's kind of when they're in their mid-season. A lot of acers change at the beginning of the year and the end of the year. We saw some beautiful acers. I think was it Taylor we were fascinated by in the year when it... You know, when that first came out, the foliage was just bright pink. And you'll notice with some of these, the initial foliage when the buds first break early in the year is completely different colour to what the leaves then turn into. And then, of course, we're into autumn now, aren't we? And acers are world famous for their autumn colour. I mean, some of the most incredible, vivid oranges, reds, yellows, very, very hardy. I mean, you look at a shrub like this and you think to yourself, it's got such delicate leaves. Oh, that's not going to take the frost, is it? But you know, these will take -15, -20 degrees. And I know, Bex, these are ones of
They're my faves.
Your faves, aren't
I do. I love the really finely dissected leaves, but I'm learning to love the entire family of acers. And actually, they work really well planted in groups, and particularly groups like you can see here, because you've got the widest range of foliage colour. And that's what I absolutely adore about this. You've got the orange of the Katsura, you've got the emerald of the emerald lace, and you have got the burgundy colour of the Atropurpureum, and it's just the best thing to have all together. They can be container grown, or they can go in the ground as well if you want to. Love that collection. Biggest saving we've got on the live today, by the way, so make sure you use your codes and make sure you're a club member. Hello to everybody who is now watching. Welcome to you. It's lovely to have your company. I am Bex Edwards, and this is Adam Woolcott. We are here to talk to you about all of the plants that we are bringing you from YouGarden. Every week we have a new selection to bring you, and everything that's in our show page has the option to have free, well, not the option, you can get free postage on all of those. If you go to yougarden.com, click on the Live Now button, that's where you can watch us live on the website, by the way, but that's also where you can scroll through everything that we've selected for the live today. And look, you just need to click on Live Now wherever that appears on your screen. This is where you can watch the live shows if you want to watch on the website. What am I doing there? That's weird. And then you can scroll down, and this is where you're going to see all of those items that we've got with the free postage. You can shop the entire website, by the way. You can see all those categories up at the top of the screen there. But if it's not in our show page, you will pay postage. So this is why we encourage you to watch us on a weekly basis. Now, if you're on a phone and you're watching, you won't see the full picture. So what you'll see is the picture of one item, and then you might think just scrolling down. Please don't do that. Stu's mirroring his phone now so that you can see it. Look, he's going to click into the show page. We're going to scroll. Where is it? Where is it, Stu? Oh my word, where is it? We can't find it. Stu's looking for it. Hang on, we're scrolling along, scrolling along. I think we might have found a problem. Where's the YouGarden TV page? All right, well, we're going to have to double check that with the IT people. Normally, on a phone, you can just click in. If you are watching us on a phone, by the way, it's like a carousel. If you're looking at the items, don't just scroll up and down. It's like a carousel. You need to scroll sideways. Oh, he's found it. Hang on. Tap the little menu top left. Live Now. There it is. They've moved it to there. OK, so then you can go down. And look, see? You might just keep scrolling down, but don't. There are 5 different items in that carousel. Then go down, 5 different items in that carousel. Scroll down, 5 different items in that carousel. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so bear that in mind. We don't want you to miss out on anything. Just if you're watching on a phone, if you're watching on a PC or something or other, then you'll be absolutely fine. It shows you the whole page. We've still got our high-price hanging baskets available as well. If you run out of time or can't be bothered, or you just want some extra plants in your garden, those are available in there too. Right, we've got the Wallflower Sunset Tutti Frutti Mix, and this is the best value for money. This one is 30 garden-ready plants for £15.27. That is 51 pence a plant. That's amazing, honestly. You're going to get so much colour out of these particular plants, and they come in all of those gorgeous colour mixes that you've got there. Really fabulous root system, as Adam's showing you here, and they've started to show the buds as well, haven't they?
They have. There's actually a song for these, isn't there?
Oh, there's a joke here.
Tutti Frutti or Rudy. These ones?
apparently Jimi Hendrix used to be Little Richard's guitar player.
I didn't know
I
that.
had no idea, Stu. That's why he grew a little moustache. Because he liked Little Richard's facial hair.
There you go, every day's a school day.
I mean...
Always something to learn.
I'm glad.
Need to
Tell us
remember
about
that.
the plants
that
then,
might come up
please.
in a pub quiz one day, and then you'll be glad you remembered.
I'll phone a friend.
I've forgotten it
Don't worry.
already. But...
I'll phone Stu, don't panic.
Yeah, but these tutti frutti are just superb because, I mean, first of all, you're getting 30 of them. I think about 51p a plant. They can flower October and November. Now, you might be saying, yeah, I can't see any flowers on these, but there are some flower buds. Lots of these have got little tiny flower buds in the middle. I don't know if Stu can get that one from there, but...
Stu's good, he'll manage it, don't you worry.
I'll tilt it over a little bit so you can see... Just in the middle of there, Stu, like you can see.
I see 'em.
There you go, look at that. Little tiny flower buds. So if the weather stays reasonably mild, probably by the end of November, they may even be showing their little first flush of colour, which is great because you get colour before Christmas in that dull time of year. Once that flower's gone, just snip that flower head off and then they'll flower again at that traditional time, probably sort of late to mid-spring. And this is a great mix because it's a mix of lovely hot colours. You've got yellows, you've got oranges, you've got reds, really beautiful hot colour mix in there, and they're fragrant. Now, the fragrance of wallflowers, if you've never smelt wallflower fragrance, it is really sweet, really, really
lovely
delicious.
Smell.
Yeah, lovely, lovely smell. And you can get these to repeat flower. A lot of people, once the wallflowers are finished, they just pull them up and throw them in the brown bin. But if you transplant them or keep them wherever they are and just trim the flower heads off afterwards, just down into where the foliage is, give them a good liquid feed, look after them. I've actually done that in customers' gardens and I've got them to go for about 3 or 4 years. And then eventually they do get a bit woody and you can throw them away. But you know, there's no reason why you can't keep them for that amount of time. Strictly they're biennial, so it means they're over in 2 years. But honestly, try what I've said and you'll get 3 or 4 years out of them. But they would just look so fabulous in your beds, in your borders, in your pots and containers, with tulips, with forget-me-nots, with the bellis, cyclamen, all those spring flowering things, and just give your garden that kind of beautiful sort of planted up professional park kind of look. Those, you know, those beds when you drive round and you see those incredible beautiful sort of gardens. That's what you can create with these wallflowers.
51 pence a plant. You are going to get 30 of those garden ready plants. Please make sure you're putting the 30 pack into your basket. Don't put 3 10 packs in, put the 30 pack into your basket because that's where you're going to get that deal. You can just type the item number into the search bar and it will take you straight to the right plant. Your item number here is 410169. You're paying £15.27 for 30 of those garden ready plants.
Delivered to your house.
And it's delivered as well. You could just buy that, no postage to pay. You could buy 10 items from the show and there'll be no postage to pay as long as you use the code. Why not add, while you're at it, the Pansy Top Waves, because these are a buy one, get one free. Now it's a pack of 10, so you're going to get 10 for free. Put one in your basket, enter the code, you'll get 10 plants for free. There'll be no postage as well. Now these are, so your Sunset Tutti Fruities, those are your uprights. These are your big trailing pansies.
They are, and I'm glad you kind of mentioned these and the wallflowers because they will go brilliantly together. So if you've got a really tall pot, if you've got a raised bed, or if you've got a big window box, what you could do, you could put the top wave at the edge of those planters and they will tumble over and grow down by about 30 to 40 centimetres, and then you could put the wallflowers in the middle part and they'll give you that height. So you've got that lovely, lovely look where you've got the wallflowers growing upright and then you've got all the others trailing down, and that would look great. But imagine that in spring. But the thing is with these sort of actual pansies, you don't need to wait till spring because they're flowering right now. And they will be flowering Halloween, Guy Fawkes, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, Shrove Tuesday, May bank holidays, even into June, up to 10 months of flower. You think about all those different times of year I've just mentioned and how the seasons change and how the day length changes. They'll just keep going. They'll just keep giving you that colour. I mean, ask Bex. Bex, you've grown in Bex, haven't you?
I have.
You've
Well,
done it.
I grew the top waves. No, the cool waves last year, and they were flowering right the way through to all the way through winter and right the way through to end of June. Top waves are going to do exactly the same thing. You just get bigger flowers. I am growing them this year, so I will be telling the same story about those next year. The top waves or the cool waves are available. Both of them are on a buy one get one free, so it's entirely up to you which ones you go with. I like the top wave because you're going to get those bigger flowers. 410233 is the item number, but if you do want the cool waves, which I'm also growing this year, they are a slightly lower price here. So 400967 is the item number, $12.74 your discount club price, and it is a buy one get one free. Also, we've got the Tiger's Eye available as well. Those are garden ready, and that's a 30 garden ready. So very much like your Sunset Tutti Fruities, Wallflowers, is 51 pence per plug, which is absolutely amazing value for money. And those don't get too big. They only get to about, what, 15 centimetres in height. Lovely upright flowers. Gorgeous fragrance. 410158 is the item number. And then we've also got some other flowers cut for you, which are the garden ready Benellis. This is the last of our garden ready bedding, I'm being told. So this is why we're doing these out at these clear out prices. £16.97 for 30 of those, saving £10 on there. 30 garden, and I love the bright bold colours you get with primrose. They're just amazing.
And they're fragrant as well.
Yeah, and those are perennial. Those are proper, like, just plant them and leave them and they'll do their own thing.
And then you can divide them eventually.
You can.
From one plant, you can have with 5 or 6 in time.
Amazing.
Tough as old boots, those as well.
410046 is the item number for that one. Good morning to you, Alice. Good morning to you, Alistair, who have just joined in the chat. Alistair, did you forget to change your clocks, or were you just late again? We don't mind you being late at all. Lovely to have your company. And guys that have sent the emails, I have seen your questions. Dave, Ali, and Dingo. I've seen those, so we will come to those very, very soon for you. We've got the Nandina Firepower next up, though. I love this plant. I love it. Now, you're going to get one of them, or you can double up and you can get 2 of these Nandina Firepowers. You're going to pay less per plant when you double up than if you just get one. And trust me, having had one Nandina for a few years, you're always going to want another one. I literally have just taken delivery this last week of a second Nandina. Go for 2, go for 4, go for 6. Create a beautiful low hedge border. It's the perfect plant, isn't it?
Yeah, they are really, really stunning. I remember some years ago from my previous accountant, we planted up a garden for him using these Nandinas, and then we put yew cones.
I loved it.
We put yew cones in between them, and that's all we did, was just yew cones and these underneath, and it looked fabulous.
Yeah.
And it looked fabulous all the year through, because that's the great thing about these Nandinas. They never lose their leaves. You might be looking at them thinking, oh yeah, they've got their autumn colours now, look, but they're going to be dropping soon, because that's what you think, don't we, when leaves turn red? But they don't. They stay red all the way through. 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, 9 months down the line, this shrub will always look the same. You've got that beautiful rustling sound there that sort of Bex is making on there as well. Sometimes these are called heavenly bamboo as well, but ignore that. They're nothing like a bamboo. They don't grow like a bamboo. In fact, these only get to about knee height. They'll spread sort of sideways about 50, possibly 75 centimetres. You get the most phenomenal colours in spring and autumn, but they look colourful through the middle of the year as well. They'll grow in sun, they'll grow in part shade. They're hardy down to at least -10. They don't need pruning, they don't need shaping. They don't get pests or diseases. The slugs and snails don't bother them. You can grow them in the open ground. You can grow them in pots and containers. You don't have to prune or shape or anything like that. They can flower, produce white flowers, and then gorgeous red berries.
I don't care about that.
Is there anything I've not covered?
I mean, honestly, I was laughing as you were running through it. Every time we talk about Nandinas, it feels like that there's so much we can say about them, and every single thing that we say about them is an absolute positive. It ticks every gardening box. I love it. It is the standout plant, or certainly one of them, one of the best ones for your winter garden. But it looks great all year round as well. So I highly, highly recommend it. 510823 is the item number. Put 2 in your basket if you want to take advantage of that double up deal. Of course, you can just go for 1, but you'll want another one. I'm fairly certain of it. Right, now, Hydrangea next for you. This is Rosemary Foster, 3 9cm pots. We have taken £10 off this. It's £16.97 if you want to go for all 3 of those.
I tell you, if you didn't know this was a hydrangea, you could easily think it wasn't, can't you? Because it's so far away from the archetypal kind of hydrangea that we think of years ago. go. I mean, I always remember going to Walton on the Naze and places like that, and you saw the bungalows, all the pink and blue kind of mop head hydrangeas. You look at this, wow, this is spectacular. I mean, what is going on? There's so much going on. These are the beautiful little plants here. I even like the leaves on them as well. Really, really nice serrated leaves on there. But when they flower eventually, you get those flower heads that have got purple. Look at that beautiful root system. Every time with us, we didn't just stick some cuttings in like 2 weeks ago and then say we're going to send them out to you. We've grown these on through the season. We've got those roots established. So you can plant them now. These will get themselves established before the winter. They'll grow away really well next spring. They actually like quite shady positions, these hydrangeas as well, which is good. They'll tolerate shade, but you can grow them in sunnier places. They flower midsummer, and they can flower to quite later in summer when other hydrangeas might have already come and gone. They only get about a metre and a half tall, so they don't go too berserk size-wise. But the flowers, I mean, yeah, they say a picture paints 1,000 words. Is it right around? Yeah, 1,000 words. Well, yeah, that's that. I mean, just... Stu said about 10,000 in this case. I mean, look at those gorgeous little kind of purple filaments on there, those little stamens. And then the buds. The buds are like pink. The actual flower stems are a red colour. And then, if that wasn't enough, it decides to put some of those little cheeky white flowers in between the rest of it as well. It's almost like somebody's created the most amazing, mind-blowing piece of costume jewellery. That's what it looks like to me. I can just imagine you could just, put one of those flowers kind of onto a jacket or something, and it would just look really, really remarkable. But they're easy to grow. You might look at that and think, oh, yeah, they look like they'll be quite difficult. Honestly, they're not. Sunny position, shady position. They're not particularly fussed about soils as long as they're moisture retentive, but it's compact enough to grow in a pot or in the ground, and they're hardy. They're not going to worry about what goes on in the winter time. And you're getting 3 of those stunning plants.
511704, the item number, £10 saving, £16.97 is your discount club price for that new one to us in the potting shed. We're moving on to the final one on the table, to the Philadelphus. Alistair says he did, but it was one of his daughter's birthdays today, so he's got lots to organise. Thanks for tuning in when it's your daughter's birthday. Appreciate that. Right, Philadelphus, the Petite perfume pink. Pack of 3 that you're getting here, but you can actually double up on this and get 6 of these. It's the award winner, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this was the award. This was the Chelsea Show Plants of the Year this year, 2025. And I tell you, the person who bred this must have been so over the moon, because it's the first sort of Philadelphus to be pink. Normally they're always a pure white.
Yes.
And it's really crazy fragrant, this. A lovely sweet fragrance. Only about 50 to 75 centimetres tall, so you can grow it in a container. And what I like particularly about that picture there, Bex, is the lovely upright habit it's got.
And the number of flowers for me. There's a lot of flowers there.
There's a lot of flowers flowering for a long period of time. Again, if you're really kind of au fait with gardening, you're an experienced gardener, you'll straight away think of Philadelphus, and you think of that great big shrub that's 2 to 3 metres tall, takes up a huge amount of space, and then drops all those petals everywhere. Well, this is so compact, so beautiful, so easy to grow. You could grow it in a pot or a container, on a balcony, in the smallest space, and to actually get that accolade from the Chelsea Flower Show when there's so many thousands of other plants, that's just phenomenal.
Love it, honestly. Philadelphia's Petite Perfume Pink, RHS Chelsea Flower Show winner of 2025. And you can get 6 of them. It's a double up deal. Put 2 in your basket. Well done, Stu. I said this on Thursday. I did not get a picture, so I'm so glad that you're here and you did. That is from the Chelsea Flower Show just earlier this year when we were able to attend. Wow, look at that. How pretty is that?
I need this. I've got to have this plant.
I need it as well.
Yeah, in your new garden, Bex, you've got to have these.
I do need it, don't I?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, get that in your basket then, please, and check out as soon as you are ready to check out. We're going to take you back over to our compost, the best compost you're ever going to use. It comes to you as 200-litre bags delivered direct to your door. Why is it the best?
It's just dirt.
No, it's not, Adam.
That's what people say sometimes, don't they? It's just dirt. That's all you need.
It's not.
Honestly, the start of everything happens with a plant's roots. If you get the roots correct, everything else follows. You get more fruit, more flowers, you get more disease resistance, you get greater colour, and this pretty much will give any plant indoors or outdoors, the best start in life. It's our most 5-star rated, reviewed, revered, kind of worshipped product, if you like. I had 20 bags delivered the other week. I'm down to 6 bags already. Down to 6 already.
Is that in your garden or in your professional garden?
No, for myself.
Just for you?
Yeah, just for me. Yeah. I had 20 bags delivered because I'm using it to improve the soil in my garden. But this year I've grown all my bedding plants. I've grown my bedding plants in seed trays using this, and that's what I'm trying to get across to you. A bit like, you know, when you go to a garden centre, they'll tell you want seed compost. They'll say you want John is number 1 for this. You need number 2 compost for that. You need number 3 compost for this.
It's nonsense.
And then they'll say you need bulb fibre for your bulbs. Then you need this compost for this plant.
No, you don't.
You don't. This will cover almost everything. The only thing I'd say, not for all kids and possibly not for cacti. But other than that, you know, you can grow anything in here. It could be a seed, it could be a cutting, it could be a plug plant, it could be a house plant, fruits, vegetables, topping up the pots in your garden, improving the soil before you plant your roses. There's slow release fertiliser in here that will feed your plants for up to 6 months. There's a wetting agent that means should this compost ever dry out, it will hydrate very, very quickly. It's pH balanced, so it's not too acid, not too alkaline, going to suit the vast majority of plants. Also, it's peat reduced. It's been peat reduced for a long time, and even some of the peat we do use is renewable as well. And plants just love it. You put a plant in this, you might take a plant that's been ailing, that's been sad for a long time. You know, sometimes you seem to throw anything at a plant and it just won't do what you want it to do. It looks lackluster. Stu, what was the plant you transplanted in this, you told me? You said there was something you bought that was really sorry and you put it into this compost. Houseplant. Stu put a houseplant in this. Monkey leaf.
Monkey leaf.
Stu was saying he had one of those. He couldn't get it to grow. It was looking really, really sad and pathetic. He transplanted it into this, and that plant just took on a new lease of life. He got it from the rescue trolley. So this compost is the start of everything. And yes, it's not the cheapest compost out there, but the results you get from it. I would rather pay for 2 bags of this any day of the week at that price delivered to my door than buy 6 of those naff bags of compost from a petrol forecourt.
Buy cheap, buy twice.
You do, and you will not get the results. And there's even that other supermarket that will give you free glass, string and burnt plastic if you wanted it.
It comes in those bags. All right, it's 100 litres, 2 50-litre bags delivered direct to your door, no postage to pay and no faffing about having to go and buy your own bags and transport those home. 100125 is the item number. It's 2123, your discount club price. Hello to you, Nathan. Nice to have you back in the chat. And also to you, Simon. It's been a little while since I've seen you there, so thank you so much. Karina, you're talking nonsense. Don't put yourself on a plant ban. Absolutely not. Ban buying food. Okay. Don't buy that bottle of wine. I don't know. Find something else not to buy. Plants are the best thing to buy, aren't they? Buy what you can afford, always, obviously. Right, moving on to our twin pack of Strulch for you. Now is the time. Well, I say this, every time of year is the time to use Strulch because actually this works year round. Now you're going to be using it because you're going to be wanting to give your certain plants winter protection. But next year you want it for other reasons. You do. First thing it will do, and it's very, very appropriate this year, it will keep the moisture in the ground. So once you've got your pots and the ground really, really wet, put a nice layer of Strulch over the top and it will stop that moisture evaporating away. It drastically cuts down the amount of weeds as well. And of course, if you've got weeds, they take moisture and nutrients out the ground, so you can get rid of those. It will prevent slugs and snails from crawling over it because it's not just straw. I put this on my own TikTok. I did a TikTok video of this myself and some guy come back to me and said, oh, all that money just for straw. It's like, no, this is not just straw. This is a product that was researched by Leeds University. It's a mineralised straw. We don't know the exact process because it's secret, but slugs and snails, they go to crawl over it. They don't like it. They go elsewhere, but it's not toxic. It doesn't kill them, so they're still there for the hedgehogs. And even when it breaks down after a couple of years or so, it will add nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium to the soil, as well as trace elements. It stimulates worm activity and it creates really healthy soil bacteria. So it's a product that gives you action right now, but will improve your soil
in the future as well. It's just an amazing product.
100149 is the item number for that one. 2 9-kilogram bags. You're saving 20 quid. It's £28.02 delivered price. Use the code, please. It is an absolute game changer. Was that what Neil commented on earlier when he said it was a game changer? Absolutely, it is a game changer in the garden. It's a twin pack as well, so that's going to cover a large area for you. Quick question from the chat. So on Facebook, Penny needs to know, the Rosemary Hydrangea, does it need ericaceous and will it change colour? The Aspera, do you know?
That will keep its colour.
Yeah,
whatever soil you grow that in, that will just be the same colour.
But it doesn't need ericaceous. It would be happy in our compost.
Yeah.
If you've got acid soil, it could go into acid soil as well.
Yeah, it's really not fussed at all.
There you go, Penny. Right, what are we doing? Sorry, a review. We're going to remind you of some items. And while Adam changes the table over to show you some more plants, we have got the heavy-duty pots 130011. I was using these yesterday. I planted some garlic in one of these yesterday, in actual fact. You can use them for everything you plant in your garden. Honestly, you can grow so many different things in here. Obviously, Sean's got his Christmas trees in there. I grow roses, cordylines, tomatoes, potatoes, garlic, cherry trees, blueberries, strawberries. You know, honestly, there are so many things you can grow in here, but you'll find loads of other uses for them as well. It's always Simon. Hello to you, Simon. Simon's the one who, I quote you all the time, Simon. He uses one as a laundry basket, which I love. I think that's brilliant. There's so many things you can use them for. It's not just for plants. 130011. Heavy duty pots, 4 of them, and those are the 30-litre ones. We've got the Red Baron. This is the triple pack. Beautiful red coloured foliage you get on here. A lovely burgundy colour in winter. It's completely winter hardy. Gives lovely sort of winter interest. Cut it back in spring and it'll grow to about 50 by 50 centimetres. Plus, you can divide those clumps as well. Half price deal, £12.72. The Rose of the Week is a wonderful climber. It is a shorter climber, somewhere between a 1.8 and 2 metres roughly is what it'll grow to. Heavy, strong rose fragrance. Absolutely beautiful and a glorious colour that you're getting here. £16.99 in the 4-litre pot. Brilliant savings. 531236 the item number. Now your garden readies, we've got the top wave. This is a buy one get one free. Lots of you saying about, you know, you're getting these and they're amazing. I cannot wait for the results I'm getting on this one as well. It's a buy one get one free, so actually you're going to get 20 of these garden ready plants. Put one in your basket, enter the code, another 10 will go in there. Totally winter hardy, flowering for up to 10 months and bigger flowers, plus exclusive to us here at YouGarden. We've also got the cool waves if you want those. Same deal. It's buy one get one free, enter the code, you'll get 20 garden ready plants and you've got that gorgeous mix of colour, beautiful fragrance. Absolutely adore these and they will trail by up to 30 to 40 centimetres. Exactly the same as the top waves, just slightly smaller flowers you get on these ones. 400967 is the item number. Then you've got your wallflowers, and this is amazing value for money. 30 garden ready plants, 15.27. So it's 51p per plant. Unbelievable value for money. Heavily fragrant flowers as well. Can be flowering at the end of November for you and can also then be flowering for you in the springtime too. And as Adam was saying, although strictly a biennial, he's been able to get 3-4 years out of these. So trim them back after flowering, give them a good liquid feed and see how you get on as well. 410169 is the item number if you want to go for that one. 30 garden ready plants, saving £12. Next up, we've got the Philadelphus. This is the Petite pink, sorry, I keep stumbling on this, don't I? Petite Perfume Pink. It is the Chelsea Flower Show winner from this year, 2025 Plant of the Year. You can double up here and get 6 of these pots if you'd like all 6 of those. It's a compact Philadelphus. Remember this, traditionally Philadelphus gets big. This one is going to stay beautifully compact, give you that gorgeous fragrance, and of course you've got the pink flowers. They're normally white. 511759 is the item number if you'd like to go for the Royal Horticultural Society Plant of the Year Chelsea Flower Show winner of 2025. The Formium, oh, I do love a Formium. This is a gorgeous one. It's the colour that you get in here. It's this wonderful sort of pink tone, lovely, I don't know, salmon pink is what I want to call it, but there's greens, there's yellows, there's cream colours running through it. I think it's a stunner, honestly. That one, out of the phormiums, that's the one I want in my garden. But I think it'd also work really nicely with the black velvet phormium, because you'd get that gorgeous contrast, wouldn't you? 511710, it's a big plant that you would be investing in here. So £12 saving, £19.54, that is incredible. Yeah, 511710, the item number on that beautiful phormium. We haven't seen it yet, but this has been popular. Hydrangea, the hot chocolate. I think it's because we've got a great deal on this one. £15.29. Beautiful colours. Lovely colours of the actual flowers, but also fantastic contrast with the darker foliage. Plus, this one can get big. It can get to, 2-3 metres quite happily on this one. It's going to give you amazing colour. £12 saving. Use that code YGTV4325 to get your code, to get your savings, and to get your free postage on there as well. You've got the Viburnum Kilimanjaro. That is the last one we're going to be showing you. It's a £12 saving, £10 saving that you're getting off that one. £25.49 is the price. Beautiful interest from this. It is deciduous, but you're going to get loads and loads of interest with those gorgeous flowers and berries that it will produce. Plus, it can get nice and tall as well. We have been talking a lot about club prices, and we've been talking about savings. The best way to get the best deals and the best prices is to watch us here on YGTV, but also to become a club member.
If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years, and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club, as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments, such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year, we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member. And that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club.
There you go. So there's all the details you need about that discount club. You can start saving on your first order. If you're watching today, you can place an order and get those savings straight away. Let's go through a few of your messages. Dave's tea plant that you sent, that camellia, is flowering now, which is way early, but well done. It looks beautiful. Ali has asked the question, do the Hellebore Double Queen mix need growing on before planting?
No.
Nah, get them out. They'll be fine.
Yeah, amazing root system on them. Straight in the ground, give them a drink, off they go.
Dingo sent a picture. He said, we wanted to see the finished pond. He's been in, he fell in. He's been trimming everything back. Just I can picture him sort of going, whoa, falling in. Apparently his wife thought it was hilarious. So I'd love to see it. If you had a camera on there, that would be fantastic. Anyway, so just got to sort out the basking areas and put the perspex screen back up. Cheers, Tingo. P.S. I didn't fall in this time. So let's have a little look at his finished pond. Oh, there we go. Look. Oh, yes, I can see how neat it is. You've trimmed everything back.
Lovely.
Lovely. So you've just got to sort out those basking areas for them. That's looking really neat and tidy. Well done, you.
Oh.
I mean, having a pond like that is a labour of love. I know my mum and dad used to have a massive fish pond, and it's beautiful, but it's hard work.
There's a lot of filters and things
so
to keep
much
clean.
to do.
Yeah.
Well done, you. Stu's on the West Coast next weekend, but he doesn't reckon he'll have time to swing by, unfortunately. I know you've always said the kettle's on, so. Right, Julia's here. Morning, both. Here an update of my berries and cream pansies. Only 2 weeks apart. Can't believe how much they are starting to trail. I've just planted the top wave. Can't wait for the journey with these. Julia, let's have a look. Hang on. Oh, go on. Look at that. My word, that is looking incredible.
That is seriously impressive.
Look, and we say you can create that ball of colour, and I love it when we get the customer pictures to prove it. I mean, we show you ours, and we show you our pictures that we've got here at YouGarden and the ones that we're growing, but it's lovely to get customer results, genuinely.
We need to store that picture and use that as an example in the future.
Oh, Stu's doing something special. There you go. So that... And that's 2 weeks apart. So that's the original one. And then the other one is 2 weeks later, is what she's showing us. There you go. Amazing. Very, very good. Well done, you. Fantastic. And then finally, Alistair has sent in one of my favourite shrubs. He says the residue on the leaves is from a sulphur spray I use on my roses. But let's have a look. What is it? It's the Camellia Yuletide. It's the Camellia Yuletide! Yes! I love that. That's so pretty.
I'm really confused why camellias are flowering so early.
I know. So they're here at the moment. We saw them the other day when we were out. The big fat buds that are on the Camellia Yuletides at the moment, and I actually received one the other day. It's about to pop open. Amazing. That's gorgeous.
I guess
Thank you.
Kind of the long hot summer. Now we get in the rain, and they've just got themselves way advanced, haven't they?
Amazing. Thanks for your pictures. The email address is on the bottom of the screen. We'll try and get to show you any more. We've only got just over half an hour. We've got a lot to show you, so we're going to go relatively quick. Pay attention. Subaria sorbifolia.
I get this one.
Crimson feathers.
Love it. Yeah, I've got one of these. It's gorgeous. In fact, I was working near it yesterday in my garden. These are great. Now, they've got lovely, lovely leaves. Stu was saying the leaves remind him of fern leaves, and I can get that. I can understand that because they're definitely very fern looking there. Now, this is a shrub that gets to about 1 metre tall, and it forms like a little thicket, a little kind of clump, which is really, really nice. Lovely upright stems, a bit like raspberry cane stems. That's what they go up like. But the new foliage comes through these most amazing colours, bright red kind of colours on there. Then they kind of toe down to these yellows, and then eventually sort of green foliage. You can grow it in sun, you can grow it in part shade, and it's one of the earliest shrubs to come into leaf. In fact, you could grow this in a large pot or a container, and you can see here there's already these buds on the stems, and believe it or not, they're the buds for next year. And sometimes, even in February, I've seen these buds burst open, but they've not been affected by the frost. So, you know, if you want a shrub that's easy to grow, there's a triple pack here. If you want these really incredible, brand new kind of red coloured leaves every year on your shrub, get yourself these. You'll love them.
Okay, so you are getting a £10 discount there. £16.97 is your delivered discount club price. Use your code to get your savings and your free postage. We're going to move on to some bulbs for you next, because we are in prime bulb planting season right now. If you have already planted your bulbs, great. If you've got some gaps, now's the time to get some. You've still got loads and loads of time. All the way through November is the perfect time to be planting, and particularly if you're planting tulips, it's the perfect time to get them planted.
We're getting there now, aren't we? Definitely for your tulips. And this is a really long established but always continuously loved variety called Tulip Red Riding Hood. Now, not only have you got the incredible leaves on here, which have got that lovely sort of mottled blotching on the leaves, which is unusual. You don't see a lot of tulips with variegated leaves, but you've got these lovely blood red flowers that are just really stunning. And it's a tulip that's quite squat as well, so you can grow it in window boxes, rockeries, places like that. Sunny, well-drained, warm position, and they will come back year after year if they're in that happy spot.
I think these are gorgeous. I grew them last year, and they open up into, so it's not like the goblet-shaped tulip. They actually open up into a wonderful star shape as well. They're beautiful. 600027 is the item number for the Tulip Red Riding Hood. There'll be 15 bulbs in there. It's £8.49. You are getting a £2 saving, so use your code to get that saving. Next up, we have got the 100 pack of alliums, and you're going to get 7 different varieties across those 100 bulbs included in there. You've got Purple Sensation, you've got Christophii, you've got Nectaris Gordon, you've got Spherocephalon, you've got the white ones, which are the Neapolitanum and Nigrams, and you've got the Mollies, which are the yellow ones.
Yeah, that's it. You nailed it there.
There's loads, isn't there?
Yeah, and what I like about them, when you look at that picture there, Bex, of all the different ones, I like the fact that they're all different shaped flowers, because when you look at the Purple Sensation at the bottom, for a lot of people, that is your archetypal kind of allium flower, but they come in all different shapes, the flower heads, and the Nectaris Gordon, this one.
I love it.
Each one of those little flowers reminds me of a Tiffany lamp. They've got that kind of look to them.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and then this Christophii is like a firework exploding, and these can be big, these flowers. Your Molly, that's probably one of the earliest of flower. I've seen them about 7-8 inches tall. This is the Nigram. This one.
I can never tell which one's Nigram and Neapolitanum, but you get 2 white ones.
This is your drumstick one, and you've said you've seen these showing colour even in August.
August, genuinely, this year I saw them in August.
And this is your Neapolitanum, this one, which is kind of a little bit like Molly. And yeah, back to the Purple Sensation.
I like it. They're all individually packaged, so we haven't just stuck a load it all in one bag. They are individually packaged. So if you want to mix them in together and think that, you know, the purple and the white together, that's going to really work beautifully. They are perennial flowers, so as long as you've got them in free draining soil, sunny spot, they should come back for you year after year. 100 bulbs, it's 11 pence a bulb, basically.
You could Lysania plant.
You could.
Because onions are nice in Lysania as well,
yeah,
aren't they?
Really tasty,
So,
yeah, absolutely. 630126 is the item number for your allium collection. We are moving on to the Chionodoxa. This is the beautiful, low-growing, gorgeous flowers.
Yeah, you say Chio and I say Chio. It really doesn't matter.
We don't mind, do we?
Yeah, these ones are the glory of the snow, and the clue there is in the name of when these flower. These can flower very, very early in the year. And I'll tell you what, after a long, grey, cold, dull British winter, when you first see these come into flower, they are, the word is divine. They are simply divine. They are stunning. They are beautiful. They are incredibly hardy, most ridiculously hardy. And
Stu's trying to put Chionodoxa is what we're hearing in our ear, isn't it? I would say Luciliae.
Yeah, Luciliae. Yeah.
Just you saying it over and over again in our ears. Chionodoxa Luciliae.
They are, and they come in these lovely colours. You've got the soft pinks, you've got the purples, you've got the blues, you've got the whites. They're only about 3 or 4 inches tall, but when they just come to flower that time of year when almost nothing else is flowering, they will really lift your mood. You can plant them in pots and containers, beds and borders. You can even get them to grow in the lawn if you want to. You can grow them in gravel. Loads and loads of beautiful little bulbs. There's 60 of these bulbs. And these are great. Honestly, if you're going to buy any bulbs at all today, get these, because these are so, so charming.
Adorable. Sarah says, oh, these are pretty. Yes, Sarah, they absolutely are. Welcome to the chat. Hello, thank you for commenting. They have got the RHS Award of Garden Merit, so these are proven performers and they will naturalise beautifully in the garden. Next, we're going to move on to the Oxalis, the Versicolor. Now, these are the candy canes that you've got here, and we do have a double-up deal on this one as well. So you could get 20 of these bulbs. They're not huge, but that's what they look like. They come in that bag there, and this is one of those where you're going to get a real sense of achievement once you do this, aren't you?
I'm going to let you tell the story, Bex, because last week you played a little video, didn't you?
I did. Well, I've got an email I can find for you. There was a lovely guy called Michael who sent us an email about these. Who, and his message to us was basically persevere, because they didn't come up instantly. I'll find the email. You tell me about this.
So persevere with these. Now these only get to about sort of 6-7 inches tall, and they flower kind of late summer into the autumn, almost like this raspberry ripple kind of flower effect. Really lovely ferny foliage.
Oh, it wasn't Michael, it was Chris. Sorry, Chris, if you're watching.
Yeah, so plant these in lovely sort of organic, rich soil. Grow them in pots or containers, or if you're going to grow them in the garden in a really lovely, sheltered, sunny spot, they do need shelter. It does say hardy to -5, but if you can give them that lovely little warm spot, and they may not necessarily flower the first year, but Bex is going to just talk you through an experience of somebody who bought these from us.
Yeah, and thanks, Chris, if you are watching, really appreciate it. He says, in September 2023, I purchased 10 candy cane bulbs from YouGarden. As they were small, I was concerned about losing them if I put them in the garden, so I planted them in a pot in the greenhouse. The first year, I almost gave up as I got a few shoots appeared with just a few flowers. Last year, there was a bit more foliage, but again, only a few flowers. In February this year, I emptied the pot and carefully went through the soil and found about 30 bulbs. So bear in mind, he bought 10 to start with. I replanted them again now in 3 pots and put them in a south-facing windowsill, and I've attached a couple of pictures of their current size. It just goes to show, don't give up on plants and they will surprise you. So there is one of the pictures that he sent. Look at the gorgeous colours, and that's just before they're opening up into that candy cane. I'll just grab one of the other pictures to show you as well.
So they're really, really worth persevering with, because very few people will have these. I've not seen them grow anywhere.
Yeah. They are super cute, really interesting, and you've got a double up deal available here for you. So it's $19.99 for the 2, but also remember you'll take your 15% discount off of that price. Hello to everybody who's there. Remember, it is 11:30, not 12:30, just for anybody that's woken up and completely forgotten about the clocks changing.
Is your tummy telling you it's lunchtime, even when it's not?
Yeah, my tummy is definitely rumbling. It's telling me it's lunchtime. It is 11:30 at the moment. We're here with you for another about half an hour. So we've still got lots and lots to show you. We've brought you back over to the favourites table, and the first one we want to show you is the Pansy Top Wave. This one has now taken over from the Tutti Frutti Sunflower Wallflower mix. These were #1 earlier on in the show. Now it's the Pansy Top Waves. And these are your wonderful, winter hardy, winter flowering, massive pansies.
That's the thing, the massive, great big flowers on these. So Cool Wave have got the slightly smaller flowers. Top Wave have got those whopping, great big pansy flowers, like your bedding pansies that you plant in your garden. But they were also trail. So you just think about, the normal pansies that you grew in the garden for years, but imagine that pansy now in a hanging basket that doesn't just go to 6-7 inches tall, but then trails and tumbles to 30 to 40 centimetres and creates this spherical kind of complete 360-degree ball of colour, looking incredible, and can flower for up to 10 months. Up to 10 months. I mean, that's daft, isn't it? That's bonkers. The only other thing I've ever known to flower for that long is when Bex talked about a Bowles Mauve, Ericeum. That flowered for 10 months. These will do the same sort of thing. And they're really, really hardy. So even though they'll get through the warmth of spring and early summer, they'll go down to -5, -10, -15. They'll look a bit sad for it first thing in the morning, but by midday they'll pick up, they'll keep flowering. And the essence for both of these and the Tutti Frutti that we're talking about now, in fact, they make great bedfellows, those two. But the good thing about them is, they are very, very hardy, and they'll get through the winter, no problem at all, and they'll just give you colour for such a long period.
I love them. I'm so excited to watch these grow. I planted mine about, a week, 10 days ago, and I've got flowers coming on them. I'm so excited about the massive size and the fact that you've got fragrance on them as well. The flowers themselves genuinely are huge. Look, really big pansy flowers. In fact, I've got one here. So just to compare, this one is the Cool Wave, which is available. We love it. You can still get a buy one get one free on the Cool Wave, but this one here is the Top Wave. So you can see the difference in size that we're talking about. Much bigger. I'd say that's at least double the size. 410233 is the item number. Now, I would like to recommend you go for the Top Waves and the Tutti Frutti. We said this earlier, didn't we? This would be a great, combination, because they will flower same time.
Same time. And what you could do if you've got raised beds, pots, window boxes, hanging baskets, of course, the Tutti Frutti can go in the middle, and they'll give you vertical height. And then obviously the Top Wave will then topple and trail down towards the ground. So you've got that perfect combination there and they flower at a very similar time. Well, in fact, the
your top waves
wave will be flowering
flower.
now. Yeah, and you can get a double flower even with the tutti frutti, because they've got little flower buds in now, so they can flower in October and November, and then of course you get the main flower in the spring.
There you go. So 410169, this represents phenomenal value for money, because you're going to get 30 garden ready plants. Remember that they come in these packs for you, and garden ready means they've been grown on so that they're big enough for you to plant straight out into your baskets. It's 51 pence per plant, because your discount club price is £15.27. Please make sure you're putting the 30 pack into your basket, because that's the one that's got the saving. If you put the 10 pack in 3 times, it won't give you that saving. Go to the website, click on Live Now, scroll down. You know, if you're worried, select from here. This is where you select from, because these are the correct ones that we've got in there. Add to basket from that show page. If you're not sure, look, tick that box there, the 30 garden ready plants, and add to basket, and then you can continue shopping. Stu's going to give you a little basket example here, because what we're going to do is add the Sunset Tutti Frutti mix in, and we're also going to add in the top waves. The top waves are on the buy one get one free. Look, it's got that Wave logo. Wave is a brand, so we're going to add that one into our basket. Now with a buy one get one free, you add one in, and then you enter the code and it'll add the other one in. So let's have a little look. Currently we're spending £44.95. Let's have a little look once we put that code in. What happens? £35.96. We have got more plants, but we're spending less, and we've removed the postage cost off there as well. And of course, you can get that order down to just over £30 by joining the club and saving that extra £5.40. Amazing value for money. 50 plants you're getting there. That's incredible. Right, we're going to move on to the Chelsea Flower Show Plant of the Year winner from 2025. That is this year. That is the current winner. It is the Philadelphia's Petite Perfume Pink.
It is, and this is kind of one of the world's first, really, because it's a Philadelphus that's a beautiful blush pink colour with the incredible fragrance you also expect from Philadelphus, and it's nice and compact. If you think about Philadelphus, some of the Philadelphus, they can get a couple of 2 or 3 metres tall. This is only going to get to about 50 to 75 centimetres. So you could easily plant this in a pot or a container. Of course, you can plant it in the beds and borders as well. And you're getting 3 of these. But of course you can double up, and if you do double up with these, and you say you've got 6 of these, or even 12, for example, then you could grow like a little Philadelphus hedge either side of a garden path, because it's not going to get so high that it's going to be ridiculous. You know, it'd actually be sort of nice and squat enough to actually even almost step over if you wanted it to. But imagine walking up to your front door with these lovely, lovely plants, that incredible fragrance, the pink blossom. It's a very hardy shrub. It'll get come back year after year. It's not bothered about the frost. Has lovely yellow coloured foliage in the autumn before it drops, and it will just be really, really attractive to the pollinating insects as well. It won the Plant of the Year, say this year, Plant of the Year at the Chelsea Flower Show. So you think about how many different plants there are at the Chelsea Flower Show, to win that award there just speaks volumes about how beautiful this plant is.
It really is. For 511759, it's a pack of 3, or you can double up. When you double up, put 2 in your basket and then enter the code. That's where your savings will come after. Your code this week is YGTV4325. I want to bring you over, please, to the Nandina Firepower. This is another one where you can go for 1, or you can double up for additional savings. It's £12.24, I think it is, for 1, but if you double up, it works out about £11 something each. So you can get extra savings by going for the double up deal, and this is the perfect plant for any garden anywhere in the country.
Yeah, it's just so much to say about it. It's evergreen. All the year through, it looks like this. It sounds beautiful when the wind blows through it. That you get the most amazing colour in spring and then again in the autumn, but it even looks beautiful in the mid part of the year. The leaves turn red, but they don't drop. We of growing it, we've never seen slugs or snails, caterpillars, pests or diseases affect it. Only gets to about knee height. It doesn't need pruning, doesn't need shaping. Full sun, part shade, in the ground or in beds and borders, sandy soils, clay soils. it flowers, it has berries, it'll do the hoovering, it'll make your dinner for you. You know, I've just run out of things to say about it. Basically, anything you want from a plant, it'll do for you, apart from plant itself in the ground. That's all you've got to do. And then the little saying we have, just plant it, love it, leave it, and just admire it. 12 months of the year for many, many years to come.
510823 is the item number for the Nandina Firepower. You can get 1 or 2. It's entirely up to you. Great price for 1, a slightly better price for 2. So, yeah, I had 1 and I've got a second one. Don't just get 1. Go for 2. You'll want another one, I'm sure of it. Use the code YGTV4325, please, to get your savings and your free postage. And then finally, on the favourites table, we have got the gorgeous Hydrangea. This one is called Rosemary Foster, and it is unusual. The colours on this are incredible.
The picture says it all, doesn't it? I mean, you just look at that picture there. You've got the purples, you've got the pinks, you've got the lovely white flower there as well. I mean, there is so much going on in this flower head, and even the leaves. You know, the leaves have got that chocolatey brown colour underneath, but they're green on top. Only gets about a metre and a half tall, this one. It's good for a shady position. It flowers sort of mid to late summer. Compact enough to grow in a container if you wanted to, but of course you can grow it in the open ground. It'll get through the winter. Doesn't need pruning for absolutely ages, and even in the future, you know, all the pruning requires is just sort of thinning it out a little bit, removing any sort of criss-crossy branches. But other than that, this is just an incredible hydrangea, beautiful, stunning. You're getting 3 of these, which is great because you can space them out in the garden and just create just a gorgeous spectacle year after year after year.
Sorry, I was just reading the comments and looking at some more emails that have been coming through. Hydrangea, Rosemary Foster, a £10 saving, 3 9cm pots there, 511704 is the item number if you'd like to go for that one. Going to give you a little reminder of some of the things of the bulbs. Adam's going to bring out some more plants for us to have a look at next. We're going to start off with the Chionodoxa here. This is that beautiful, low-growing, wonderful mixture of colour of flowers. They're kind of blues and purples and whites you're getting there. Really tough, really hardy, really resilient, and they will happily naturalise and multiply in your garden. 600155 is the item number. You're getting 60 of those bulbs included in there, and you are going to be saving £2 by using that code. It's only £8.49 for 60 bulbs. 600155 is your item number for that one. We've also got the Tulip Red Riding Hood. That one's all of a sudden become very popular. Love this one. It is the most beautiful bright red flower. It's not your classic tulip in the fact that you've got that goblet shape. It kind of starts like that, but then it opens up into this beautiful star-shaped flower. It's wonderful, and it is nice and low growing, and of course you get that different coloured foliage. You get those kind of purple stripes running through the foliage. Really pretty, really interesting. 600027, you will get 15 bulbs included in that pack. £8.49 is the price. We had the Floral Fanfare, that beautiful buddleia. Remember, this one has taken years and years to be developed into this gorgeous compact one. So the fact that you're getting 3 of these, please don't panic. It does stay nice and compact. Only getting to, I think it's about a metre in height here. So absolutely perfect. It's not like that great big buddleia that's going to take over your garden. It is a half price as well. So £15 saving, £12.72 is your club price. Oh dear, tried to drink too quickly then, didn't I? Right, also, what we've got is that rose of the week for you. It's called Rose Susie in the 4-litre pot. It's a climbing rose. Now, it has an outstanding colour. It's kind of peach and it's cream. It's excuse me, it's golden. It's got that lovely yellow centre, but it's also got the most rich rose scent that you could possibly want. It's a really strongly scented rose. Plus, it's a slightly shorter climber as well, reaching around a metre, 1.8 metres to 2 metres. 531236 is the item number. £15 saving, and it's £16.99 your discount club price. The Imperator Red Baron Bloodgrass is a phenomenal ornamental grass for you because it gives the most bright red colours and lovely burgundy tones at this time of year. Reaches about 50 centimetres in height. It can multiply, as in you can form clumps from this, and you can divide those clumps in later years as well, giving you free plants. Half price, £15 off, £12.72 discount club price. We've got the Hellebores. So this is the double Ellen mix. They are larger plug plants. So we're saying at the moment you can get these planted straight out. If you want to grow them on and then plant them later, you can do, but you could plant these straight out. You're getting 10 plug plants, but you can double up and get 20 of those plug plants. Your discount club price would be £21.24 for 10. Obviously, you'll double up for £39.99 and take 15% off. Now, if you want your ground cover roses, this is the Rose Amorose, which is amazing. 150 days of consistent colour changing roses. These are fantastic, wonderful peaches and pinks and purple tones in there. And that plant is going to give you so much interest constantly. Each one growing to about 60 by 60 centimetres. So fantastic for creating that sort of low growing border that you saw in that previous picture. 531245, or a statement plant in a pot like this, that'd be amazing. 531245 is your item number. You will get 3 of them. Big saving on that one. I hadn't clocked that earlier. £35 off. £21.22 is your club price for 3 plants there. That's incredible. 531245. Use your code, please. YGTV 4325 to get your saving. Just a final reminder, please, of the garden readies for you, because these are proving to be very, very popular today. 10 garden ready plants. It's a buy one, get one free. You are going to get 20 of those plants, so put one in your basket, enter the code, the other pack will be put in for you. These are your winter hardy, and properly winter hardy. Trust me, they can cope with frost. Flowering for up to 10 months of the year, and they are the larger flowers, exclusive to us here at YouGarden. 410233 is the item number. If you do prefer the Cool Wave, we have those available as the garden ready plants. Slightly less money to spend. Exactly the same deal though in the buy one get one free, and exactly the same in the care and the longevity of the flowers. You're getting up to 10 months worth of flowers from those. 400967 is the item number for those as well. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday mornings with us. We genuinely, hand on heart, hang on, left side. Hand on heart, we honestly appreciate you so much. So thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. 400967 is the item number for your Pansy Cool Waves. Got a couple more plants to show you though. We've got the wonderful crab apple tree for you here. Now, crab apples, I said this on Thursday, it brings back fantastic memories for me as a child. My mum used to make crab apple jelly. So it really does bring back fantastic memories. This one is called the Golden Hornet. So the crab apples that I know and love, they have that more sort of reddish coloured skin.
They do, a lot of them.
Yeah, this one doesn't necessarily so much,
got that
does
sort
it?
of lovely golden colour to it. So you've got a couple of options. You can leave the crabs on the tree if you want to, or you can do what Beck's mum did, harvest them and make that crab apple jelly. What did you have it with? Can you remember?
Oh, I can't remember. I was too young. I remember eating it and it being delicious, but I can't remember what it was with, what we ate it with.
So you can use this as a productive tree to create food from it if you want to. But the good thing about it is this has been grafted onto a different rootstock. So the stem is a different part from the top bit, which means it's always going to stay compact. It's never going to turn into a great big apple tree. So you can enjoy this in a pot or a container, or even on a balcony or in a really, really small space. The quality of this tree and the examples we've got is phenomenal. I mean, I love the fact this is multi-branched.
Yeah.
The branches are beautifully spaced out.
They're wonderfully spaced, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, if somebody sent me out to a garden centre and said, Adam, you know, oh, I've seen an apple malus golden hornet crabapple tree, can you go and get me one? This would be the quality I would go for. And look at the flower as well. And another great thing is, you imagine a normal apple tree. I mean, at work, when the apple blossom does flower, I find myself at work sometimes, I'm reaching up and I'm pulling down a bit of a branch to try and smell the flowers. This, you can just walk up to it and you can enjoy that incredible apple blossom fragrance. Then the flowers are pollinated, they produce those apples later in the year. You even have lovely, lovely autumn colour before the leaves drop as well. And so it's compact, easy to grow, super frost hardy, and just a really, really good specimen.
511656 is your item number for that one. £10 saving, taking that down to £25.49. 511656. The Formium has been very popular as well, so just to give you a reminder of that, gorgeous salmon colours that you get from the leaves, but there's greens, there's yellows. 511710 is the item number. £19.54 is your discount club price there. Next, we're bringing you on to the Lucky Dips. Now, this is the perennial plant collection, 12 9cm pots, but it's a double up deal, so you can get 24 perennials here. Now, if you just go for 12, every single one will be different. If you go for 24, you might get some duplicates included in there. But this breaks down to, I think, Stu, you're going to have to do some maths for me, an unbelievable price per plant. So normal price at £24.99 is £2.82 a plant, which is amazing. But as club members, £1.77 a plant. And if you double up, by the way, if you're not a club member, that's £1.66 a plant. But if you're a club member, hang on, £1.42 a plant.
Come on.
Oh, come on.
£1.42
for a Lobelia Queen Victoria, for an Hydrangea Blue Hobbit, for a Geum, the fire starter, for a Lobelia, I mean, honestly.
Look at the size of these plants. And I know I say this a lot, but I mean, you could go into certain garden centres, you could see this Coreopsis in a 2 litre pot for £7 or £8.
You'd pay more in a 2 litre.
This is bonkers. And the thing is, because you've got 12 there, you're going to get plants that are going to suit different parts of the garden. Beck's picked up that Hydrangea that loves really hot, kind of sunny positions. This Primula, Vialii, and the Lobelia Queen Victoria, not Elizabeth as I called her yesterday, they like really, really wet, kind of damp, shady kind of positions. So straight away you've covered those two extremes in your garden. Do you want height? Well, you might get a Verbena bonariensis or you might get an anemone. They give you great height. Or how about a perennial that will flower in the shade quite early in the year, Aquilegia. So the range in this is colossal. Different heights, different flower colour, different flowering times, different foliage shape, different positions in the garden. They arrive to you looking like this. I know this has got a good root on it because I've pulled this one out before, but just to show you, look at that Nyphophia. And Stu's just saying, if you double up and you're in the discount club from £1.42 per plant, I mean, I'm just speechless, and that doesn't happen very often.
Mind-boggling. 560259, the item number. We know that you always love the lucky dip, so grab those and add those into your basket as well. Next up, we've got the peonies for you. Now, it is bare root planting season. It's bulb planting season. Now is the absolute perfect time to get your bare roots planted. And here you're getting 3 glorious colours of peony.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Everybody knows you lift a peony, it won't flower for 7 years.
Yeah. It's not true, is it, Adam?
It's not true. I know for a fact it's not true because I've moved oodles of peonies over the years and they've flowered the following year. The reason being sometimes when peonies don't flower the following year when they've been moved is because they're replanted too deeply. These have been lifted in the dormant season now. They've got these beautiful eyes or buds on here. Now there is a chance that these could even flower for you in 2026. Can't guarantee that, but this is such a fantastic way to get 3 peonies in 3 fantastic colours, all fragrant, really, really amazing cost, because if you bought them pot grown, you might be paying 15 quid per plant. Plant these nice and shallow with the buds facing upwards. I would only plant them about 2 to 3 inches deep, no deeper than that. And peonies will grow in full sun, they'll grow in part shade. They can live for 50 to 60 years once they're established. You could get up to a dozen stems per plant, and you could then get up to a dozen flowers per stem as well. So you're talking about really floriferous, that's the word, sort of plants that will live for a long, long time in those 3 colours. 2 options, as I say, plant them direct into the ground now if you prefer, put a bamboo cane in so you know where they are in the spring, or pot them on into a 2 litre pot with our compost, put them somewhere where they can sit kind of sheltered and not too wet for the winter, grow them on till about end of May when there's lovely fibrous root system, and then put them where you want them permanent to be. But neither is right or wrong, you just decide what option suits you.
580004 is the item number. It's 3 bare roots, or you can double up and you can get 6 of those. It's £12.74, discount club price for 3. Remember, you do get a better price when you're doubling up though. Moving over quickly to the buddleia floral fanfare. Just a reminder on this one because you have been loving it. A nice compact buddleia.
Yeah, and the breeder took 20 years to perfect this plant. Only about 1 metre tall, 1.5 metres, very, very maximum. A few of you already pointed out it very much looks like a lilac flower. look at the colour on this. I mean, it's a lovely kind of lavender purple, double flowers, fragrant flowers. I still think even though it's double, it's still going to be liked by the pollinating insects. Lovely, lovely leaves, very, very hardy, drought tolerant once established. And as I say, you know, if you hear the word buddleia and it sends a shudder down your spine because you're thinking of those great big thucky buddleias that grow at the side of railway lines, this isn't a thuggy buddleia. This is nice and compact. You can even grow it in a pot or a container. You can even grow it on a balcony.
Love it. 511702 is the item number if you want to try that one. 3 of those. Just a quick reminder of that lucky dip, because people are starting to add that into their basket as well. You are going to get 12 of those perennial plants included in this particular pack. 12 amazing plants. I can't guarantee exactly which ones you're going to get, but they are all phenomenal, aren't they?
I've got to remember as well, it's a lucky dip now, but this afternoon it can't be.
You're not allowed to say lucky dip on TikTok. You're not allowed to say it on TikTok.
But yeah, I mean, the mix there is so beautiful. They're not just communal garden kind of varieties to put in. There's some really unusual, different perennials in there that you'd be happy to have in any garden.
Remember, it's as little as £1.42 per plant as long as you're doubling up and you are a club member. That's incredible value for money. Another quick one to talk to you about, and there's a couple of emails I want to do as well, Stu, if we can. We have got the lovely Strulch for you too, where you're going to get 2 of the 9-kilogram bags. It is a twin pack. Perfect for year-round winter protection, but also other things as well, isn't it?
When it comes to slugs and snails, this is the last straw for them, because honestly, you know,
very good.
They are not going to want to crawl over this. It actually kind of repels them, but it doesn't actually kill them, which is good. So they're still there for the hedgehogs, the thrushes, and creatures like that. In the winter time, it acts like a duvet, keeping the frost out the ground. It stops the soil being eroded and splashed everywhere. Fast forward 6 months, it keeps the moisture in. It suppresses weeds. It looks really nice. If you're in a new build and you've got horrible soil with bricks and stones and horrible things showing, mulch this. It'll give you a nice even kind of look, and even as it breaks down in 2 or 3 years time, it'll add all the main elements to your soil plus trace elements. It will stimulate worm activity and it will create healthy soil bacteria. It's created in the UK, Leeds University, organic, patented, superb.
Great price as well, 28.02 delivered price. Use your code, get your savings and your free postage. I would like to do a couple of little emails for you as well, if I can, just very, very quickly. Yes, Gregory, I did do the Branston pickle with the roast potatoes. It was delicious. Thank you very, very much. I will be doing that again. Amazing. Andrew has joined in. Andrew says, I think their time is coming to an end. I've ordered some tulips and sugar rush for some winter and spring colour. So Andrew, this is Andrew's gorgeous garden. I mean, it's amazing how long you have had all of this glorious colour in your garden. Unbelievable. Your begonias are still going strong. Are you there, Stu? Are you pressing the button? Push the button for me, Stu. Thank you very much, my lovely. Yes, he's got all of his beautiful begonias and everything flowering gorgeously, but is looking now to change everything over. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to move on to Kevin and Julie. Just some pictures taken on Friday. Kevin and Julie in Cleethorpes. I can scroll through these ones too. So we've got the Fatsia looking amazing. We've got that beautiful, I've forgotten her name, Fire Queen geranium. Oh, the Verbena bonariensis. Some more beautiful begonias, I think. The Firepower.
That really is red, that one.
You've gone proper red there. More begonias, roses. Look at all of these. Look at all this gorgeous colour.
That's your Washingtonia palm there.
Oh, the Viburnum. Your flowers are starting to open up. The Tinus Eve price. Some pinks. Oh, the Miner's Merlot. Kevin and Julie, what a lovely garden. Amazing. My friends live in Grimsby. Next time I'm up there, I'll pop in and say hello. Thank you so much. Stephen, I've just seen a massive email from you. We will have a look. I can't, it's huge, so we'll have a look. 510823 is the item number for the Nandina Firepower there for you. It is on that double up deal, so you can get 2 of those. You can just get a great price for 1, or you can double up for a slightly better price on 2 of them. Evergreen, perfect plant, compact, low maintenance, plant it anywhere in your garden, in the country, totally winter hardy, can cope with the heat as well. The Nandina looked amazing during the heat waves of the year this year as well. Pansy Top Wave is the last one we're going to show you. Please do consider adding this one into your basket if you want 10 months of colour and right the way through the winter.
Yeah, definitely ending on the crest of a wave with these, because you know, these are fragrant, they flower for 10 months, they're hardy, they'll trail 30 to 40 centimetres, beautiful colours, easy to grow, yeah, just phenomenal. And the pictures you've sent in today just bear out what we've said about these. You know, they do what we say they do.
410233 is the item number. Buy one, get one free. Put one in your basket, enter the code, the others will appear. If you have joined us late today, we were live from 9:30 this morning. You are welcome to watch this back on YouTube, Facebook or the website, or do just join us live when we are back again on Thursday from 10 a.m. on Thursday. Oh, hang on, are we on Thursday, Stu? We will be, from 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. If you're a TikToker, you can join Adam. He's going to be on TikTok from about 1 o'clock. So come and join him on there. It's been lovely to have your company. Thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you for your orders. And Stephen, we'll have a look at your email and see if there's anything we can do to help you, OK? That's it. Love you all. Take care. See you soon.
Bye.
No, 87654. Well, he's counting us out now. Thank you very much. Go and enjoy your gardens if it's a glorious day, and I hope you're having a roast dinner and Branston pickle with your potatoes.